It's your boy, the King of Bong Style, Jim Vicious, and he's the heavyweight polar bear wrestling champion of the world, my co-host.
Taller Fudge, and guess what? Polar bears like fudge. They like it in unsuspicious places.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They find you sweet?
They do. Sweet and salty.
Oh, shit. Suplex City Limit's available for listening everywhere fine podcasts are found. You can follow me on the show Twitter at Suplex City Limit. You can follow Tyler at The Federation. If you like the show and like to pick up a t-shirt, we have t-shirts available at Pro Wrestling Tees. Got 4 designs available, sizes XL, shipping intergalactically. Shoutouts to Ty Loney and Brad, who both picked up Suplex City Limit shirts during the Black Friday sale. The second shirts that these gentlemen have bought, both of them, so repeat offenders, we thank you very much, gentlemen.
You're on the list. You're on the watch.
You're on the list. You gotta get to the point with, oh no, what's his name? Shit. My memory is garbage.
Wait, what are we getting on?
Oh, Caleb.
Oh.
Caleb, who's got 3 Suplex City Limits t-shirts.
Right.
He's the current leader. Or you can donate on our Patreon. Get yourself a shot on the show, like friends Casey, Wrestling Soup Podcast, Much Love Mish, Joey, and Draper, The Mizcast, the infamous Chris Savage, Kick-Ass Keith Martin, and Jumpin' Jeremy Foltz. This week on the Pot Smokin'est Wrestling Pod on the Internet, the podcast of the Immortals, we will be just recapping the week. Not a lot. No pay-per-views, no anything. We got the news. We got top 5. We do have a special guest to talk about last week's WWE Starrcade event.
Yes.
We got the legendary voice of the NWA and host of Cuddlin' with Coddle right here on the Suplex City Limits channel. Got Bob Coddle in the house.
Bob, hi there, fans. How's it going? Here to talk all about Starrcade here in the year 2017 with you fine gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing good, Bob. I got one question before you go into Starrcade, Bob. I just watched Great American Bash '89. And,
hell of an event.
You commentated that one with I believe JR. And I want to know any thoughts on the rigmaroles that went on in that whole show. What did you think of the 20-man battle royal that went into another ring and then you had to throw somebody else out that ring? Tell me about that.
Well, that was a complete clusterfuck.
Yes.
Jim Ross and I would hit the mute button every 2 seconds, saying, "What the fuck are they doing?" Jim Ross would slap me with barbecue sauce once in a while to get me to wake up. And that event, I had to be slapped several times. I was covered in barbecue sauce. Sweet, delicious Jim Ross barbecue sauce. But I'll tell you what, boiling hot barbecue sauce, that'll wake you. But that show kept putting me to sleep. That battle royal, that was like a monkey fucking football. That wasn't fun to watch.
I think watching a monkey fuck a football would be a lot funner than that battle royal, actually.
That actually happened when I was hanging out with Ric Flair in '88. Arn Anderson bought a monkey. We named him, Rick Jr. because he had a huge dick. And he would fuck anything that moved, and we got him to fuck a football. Too bad he got hit in traffic, though, one night. He got drunk, wandered into traffic, got hit by a Zamboni, just right there on the ice,
A Zamboni? Where were you?
Yeah. We were actually we were actually trying to invade the New York territory, and we had our monkey with us, and we went to we broke into an ice skating rink. And he went right out there on the old ice rink there, and I went right out in the middle of the traffic of all the skaters. And when the Zamboni came out to clean the ice, he didn't leave. And poor Rick Jr. died right there on the ice, right there. It was the saddest thing I've seen.
You really brought my mood down. I need to smoke some dope now, Bob.
Was it sadder than Starrcade?
Which Starrcade? Starrcade '88?
2017.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm actually headed there right now. Arn Anderson called me up and said, "Bob, you're going to call this for the WWE Network tonight. You and Terry Funk. I'm riding shotgun. We're heading there right now to announce this thing. We're so excited. I'll tell you that right now. I haven't called a wrestling event in 25 years.
I think it's going to be another 25 years before you call another one, Bob.
By the way, I'm told this WWE event is brought to you by Insta Water. You just open up the pouch, add water, you've got delicious water. So I'm so excited for this. It's a hell of an opportunity.
I'll tell you what, I'm confused about the timeline here, because Starrcade happened last last week on Saturday.
Which one?
Starcade 2017.
No. It happens December. I have it written down as December 2nd. Terry Funk wrote it down. He said December 2nd. Triple H called me and said we're doing this. I said, all right. I was real excited. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm ready to call. I'm ready to call. Charlotte and the Natty Light there. I'm real excited. That's gonna be a heck of a women's match, right there in the old War Games cage.
I don't even know where to go from here.
I think you should give Terry some of his medication back so that he can give you the right information, because I believe he's wrong, sir. I believe he's wrong. I don't want to soil your mood.
God damn it, Terry! Did you write the date wrong again?
Yeah, I
you
believe
did this
that.
Son of a
this
bitch.
happened already. And Charlotte did a moonsault off the top of the cage.
When?
Last week. This is like a who's on first. Starcade last Saturday.
Oh, son of a bitch! This is the last time I rely on Terry Funk to write dates down. This happened to us 11 times when I worked for the NWA. We'd show up to the wrong town. I got to stop relying on him. God damn it! Next, you're going to tell me the Ric Flair 30 for 30's already happened.
It
I was
has.
supposed to be interviewed for that. Waiting to be interviewed for that. They said they were going to call me up.
Keep on waiting, man. Keep on waiting. That phone call may come. That phone call just might come someday. Don't leave the phone, though.
Damn it. Well, now what do I do? I'm heading to Greensboro. All right. Guess I'm going to go to some strip clubs. You fellas have a great night.
We will.
Terry Funk and I are going to go give relationship advice out at a strip club. I got $800 in one, so I'll talk to you guys later. Toodles.
Maybe bang out a new episode of Cuddling with Coddle, huh?
My lawyer said I'm not supposed to talk about that right now, so we're going to get out of that. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try. I'm going to try.
All right, Bob. Well, good luck, sir. Thank you for coming.
All right, Toodles.
Happy trails.
Fucking Terry Funk, you stupid son of a bitch.
Oh, good.
Bob Coddle, ladies and gentlemen, Starcade.
Oh,
Fuck, that's amazing. I was like, it was under the pretense that we were recapping Starcade. I was like, we're going to recap it. And he's like, yeah, all right.
And no.
Guess it's just a scheduling conflict. So, do you have anything to say about Starcade? I mean,
no.
We couldn't watch it, so fuck them, right?
Yeah, exactly. If I can't watch it, then don't get my time.
I did think it was of merit to mention that Arn Anderson fucking gave Dolph Ziggler a spine buster there.
He did.
How ridiculous is that? Like, your position in the company when they're having a drunk 60-year-old fat guy fucking spine buster you.
Wasn't he on Edge and Christian's podcast this week and talking about how he hates his position?
Yeah, he's not very pleased with it.
Yeah, so I mean, that's
but he also kisses
feel.
their ass. He's also like, I'm thankful for being on TV for 12 years and all this shit. So, but yeah, I mean, nobody's happy at that spot, right?
No.
I don't know why he doesn't leave. Do something else, man. Fuck.
Maybe Amy Schumer stole all his confidence.
Could Dolph Ziggler be a guy to do anything on the Indies if he wanted to?
I think so.
Could he go to Japan? You think they'd hire him in Japan?
Not at New Japan right away. No, I would see Dolph Ziggler going to maybe an All Japan, maybe Mexico. But I could see Dolph Ziggler going to Noah. If they'll take TNA guys to Noah, they'll take fucking Dolph Ziggler for sure. Like Moose, they brought Moose to Japan. They'll bring Dolph Ziggler.
Moose is over in Japan.
Exactly. But
I love that shit.
Well, they love their big Haas and white guys, right? But he's not white; he's black, so he's a super fucking anomaly to them.
The fucking Midnight Cannonball, dude.
Exactly, Midnight Moose.
Midnight Moose. The only thing, we never really talked about it because you can't watch it, so what the fuck's the point? Yeah. Like PWG, like why are we going to talk about it and then only 300 assholes are going to be able to watch it?
Exactly, and then you just twiddle your thumbs while everybody's bored listening. So fuck it.
I thought it was cunty. I do think it was cunty to go up against WrestleCade, which has over the years here built up to be a pretty big thing. And then WWE tries to swing in the last, we're gonna fucking try to crush this. That's just shitty to me.
Yeah, it's
you don't have to do it.
No, it's
you
not
don't
taking
have
business
to
away from you. It's not taking business away from you at all.
I fucking hate that shit. Other than like Triple H will go to ICW and be like, "Thanks for supporting indie wrestling." Fuck you.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Now, mind you, I don't see Triple H as the one that tries to kill the indies, though. Other than taking all their talent, but other than that point, I see that being all Vince McMahon.
Yeah, you're probably right. You want to get into the news of the week?
Sure, man. This week in the news, Cena in a fight with Ford Auto Company, and WWE Studios taking their steps to TV. Over to you, Jim.
I'm Jim Vicious. This is news to everyone. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh, where is it? Oh,
fucking bullshit!
5-star podcast, baby.
John Cena's being sued by Ford. You mentioned it, so let's talk about it.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, if anyone who knows about car, I'm like a big car nerd, so I was aware of this.
Did
but
he
yeah,
buy
the?
What's that big
The new
Ford? The one that used to have the dome in the middle? Is that the one, the Ford GT?
Yeah, it's a Ford GT.
Yeah.
They made a limited amount of them, and you had to be selected to buy one, but you also had to sign a deal, in the contract that you couldn't sell it for at least 2 years because they didn't want people to just buy them and flip them for a bunch of money. They wanted people who are going to keep the fucking thing. So, like, Jay Leno got one, and some other people got them, but Cena got one and then sold it before the 2 years was up, like a cunt, to make money. So the Ford is suing him for $500,000.
Good. It's kind of like those, like if you've the Porsche Club or something like that. If you buy so many Porsches, you're allowed to own a certain elite Porsche, but you're not allowed to sell that one because only people that own like 11 Porsches can own it or something like that.
Yeah.
So
well, yeah, Ferrari has shit like that too with some of their cars where it's like you can't just buy it and fucking go sell it for a profit. You're selected to, and you have to be like a steward of that fucking vehicle.
Yeah, like I know here too. It goes the same thing with houses. Like if you win a house or something, I don't think you're allowed to sell it for the first year.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they take him off of. Hopefully they blacklist him on any future cars like that.
Right.
For being a cunt.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that happened.
I bet you people were tuning in for us to just like be like, "Oh fuck you, Ford."
Really?
But no.
Sign the fucking deal.
Yeah.
And too, like that guy has like a car like that. He probably never did anything with it. His whole purpose was probably just to buy it and flip it because the dude is like, I don't know what he's obsessed. Money obsessed, dude.
Yeah.
It's a fucking sickness that happens in this country.
Dude, well, okay, that's a perfect transition over to. It's not quite wrestling related, but Conor McGregor, who has lost his fucking marbles. He's gone crazy. Yeah, he is threatening the Irish mob to come after him and find him on TV.
Oh.
Like, this guy is fucking insane.
Yeah, a couple of weeks removed from jumping into the ring at a fucking Bellator event, punching a fucking official, and trying to fight the ref.
Yeah, this guy is just off the rails. But I mean, we'll see. I'm sure we'll see Conor McGregor show up in a ditch or something somewhere soon.
Dude, too much money, too fast, it fucks some people over, man. It
fucks
people up.
Like
Look at John Jones. Fuck John Jones up.
Yeah, and they're saying too that like, well, everything you've heard about John Jones is just a ripple in the pond for what you could hear about Conor McGregor. But you go one day and you're vulnerable to one day being invincible. Jesus Christ.
I don't get it either though. Like the focus and dedication involved with becoming a world-class fighter, you would think that they would have their shit more together than, some asshole who sings a song and becomes a star. You know?
You'd think.
I mean,
mentality, the training-wise.
Yeah, it takes fucking mental strength to do that. I mean, but you see it fucking time and time again.
Yep.
What else we got this week? I want to talk about this. Jim Johnson released.
Yeah.
WWE.
Yeah. It's it's one of those, I don't know what your take on it, Jim, was, but I don't know. Some people seemed up in arms that he was released.
Yeah. Like, how dare you?
How dare you release a guy that hasn't written a good song in years? Like, fuck me, right?
Right.
Like, who cares? Well, I mean, apparently the way that he was taken out, that was a little shoddy with the whole trying to redo all of his music. But I mean, at a certain point, your music is just not, not everything is timeless.
Yeah, and I think that moving to CFO was a great idea on their part because his style, I mean, at that time it worked, but it was very fucking limited and very, like, old sounding, Yeah. He should have been smart because that's part of I've heard is that he was pissed about that.
Yeah.
Where he should be like, I would love to work with those guys on redoing the song.
Exactly. More money for him because the song is going to get sold again, get another piece of the pie. Without a doubt, if you're on good terms with the company, you're going to get a bigger piece of that pie. So, yeah.
I can't really complain about CFO.
No, they've done
those guys do a pretty good job.
Nakamura, AJ Styles. I love Sanities. Love it. But yeah, like a lot of good. Like I was into Sasha Banks' theme when it first came out, right? Like,
dude, I fucking like that song. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's something about it.
Exactly. Like now, I do have one problem with CFO though, and that's the repeat of it all. How it's just a loop. It's a intro chorus on loop basically. But I mean, it's a wrestling.
How much do you ever hear though?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, they've hit the mark sometimes, but some of the shit, like the Bludgeon Brothers, I'm like, that song is fucking just boring.
Yeah. I mean, that whole gimmick is boring, really.
So I don't know if that means gonna redo. I'd like to see. I mean, I guess they have updated a lot of those. Like the Undertaker's song has been updated a bunch.
Yeah.
Kane's has been updated a few times. But CFO could really do something with. I don't want to ever hear either of those two songs again in an arena, but
no, exactly.
But
I don't know what would be your top one that you'd like to see remixed.
Oh, I don't know. Like if Austin came back for something, I always felt like the riff of that is cool, but it was always very like lame production. It's just bop 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 bop. It sounds very lame. Like, whereas if it was a heavy, like, down-tuned guitar, like CFO would use, if you drop that down to, like, fucking C sharp or something, or an 8-string, and, like, fucking do it, it'd be really badass.
There you go. Did they write the Aleister Black song, or was it written by Incendiary, or was it just played by Incendiary?
It's just the singer, I think, of Incendiary.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, that song's fucking dope too, right?
It is.
It's cool, but it doesn't go anywhere, like you said, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's just on a loop. You put it on the card, it's just like it never ends.
Yeah, it's just that chorus over and over again.
Yeah.
But whatever. HBO released the first trailer for the upcoming Andre the Giant documentary, which I'm very fucking excited about.
I mean, HBO really doesn't really do much wrong when it comes to documentaries, so this could be absolutely fantastic. Like the Jinx. You ever watch the Jinx? No. Oh, it's so good. So good. I'm not even going to get into it because it's built on a spoiler. It's built on a spoiler. So,
I'll check it out. But yeah, this is announced back in February. It's called He Was a God. It's set to debut spring in 2018. This is the first, as far as I'm aware, update to the story of Andre since like way back in the day, like late 90s. There was an A&E biography about Andre, which it's been going around.
Yeah, I remember seeing that one. One thing that I really liked that came out a couple of years ago actually was a Andre the Giant comic book about the life of Andre the Giant. Oh man, it's so good. Really good.
I think that documentary is going to be fucking awesome. Like,
I agree.
I guess we probably know from, all these other things, you know a lot about his life, but it'll still be interesting to, to see it again. And for people who aren't aware of everything about, about the guy, it'll be really cool.
Well, HBO has the tendency to bring up a lot more stuff too, right? And tell things in a lot more of a dramatic fashion. And so I think it's just going to be, everything we knew, but it's going to be more intriguing, visually appealing. It's just going to be all around better.
I wonder who's done. I haven't heard. You heard anybody doing interviews for it at all?
No,
Or what?
no, I
Like,
haven't.
you think they would talk to fucking Pat? Well, maybe they don't have WWE.
I think they almost have to. I think the footage is mainly coming from the WWE, so.
Must be, huh?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Well, if you get you gotta have like Pat Patterson. He knows all the Andre stories.
yeah, I agree. You know, without a doubt, they'll have Hogan. Without a doubt, Hogan's going to be there. But I mean, a lot of the guys that he went up against are no longer with us. I would imagine, at least the predominant ones, like Bobby Heenan's not with us no more. Because imagine the stories Bobby Heenan probably could have told. You know, just being in the Heenan family for so long.
For sure. Ken Shamrock. That's a name I don't think we have said in the entire 3 years of this podcast.
What?
But Ken Shamrock. He wants a comeback, dude. He wants to make a comeback.
He was never good when he was here, and he's not going to be any good now. Was he 56 or something like that?
I don't even. He's fucking old, dude.
He is, man.
He is old. And yeah, he wasn't very good then. But he wants a shot at Brock. I don't know. Could that be?
No.
A big like attraction match at least? It'd be a shit show, but
it would not be.
Really?
No. Fuck no. It's Ken Shamrock. The last time we
seen
but
Ken Shamrock's a big name.
Yeah, a big name that the last time we seen, he was basically peeling himself off of a fucking MMA canvas. You know,
dude, that was weird. Who was his last fight? That Bellator fight he had?
Wasn't it Tito Ortiz?
Hoyce.
Tito Ortiz?
Well, maybe that one. Yeah, he fought Hoyce as well, and it was just like an abortion.
Yeah, and so I don't think there's any that situation would benefit Ken Shamrock and Ken Shamrock only, and I don't think WWE bites for it. Apparently, Ken Shamrock has tried to come back for the last 10 years, and WWE has yet to get back to him. So he's taking it to TMZ now to see if fucking viral videos can do it.
It really is just I need a payday.
Yeah, exactly.
Never liked Ken Shamrock. I was an old school. Back when UFC was awesome, in Shamrock heyday, I still didn't fucking like him. I always rooting for that dude to get his fucking face caved in.
The first time I seen Ken Shamrock was on a documentary, I think, on NBC when I was a kid. My parents were watching it, and it was just the world's most dangerous man. And I was enthralled by it, and then I lost interest when I just found out he was a cage fighter. Because I was 8 years old.
That title,
who the fuck cares? And then when he came to WWE, it all started to piece together, and that's the real first time I seen him. So I'm oblivious to his early UFC stuff.
I've never been a big fan of MMA gimmick shit, and even if you are an MMA guy, it doesn't work to me, because everyone knows you could fucking kick shit out of anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense, man.
Yeah, why is Ken Shamrock leaving the UFC cage, going to WWE, and not taking people down shoot style?
You have to do it Lesnar style, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It has to be where, the MMA guy, it just kills the fuck out of everybody. That's the only way it makes any sense.
I agree. Unless
it's
he's a really tiny guy.
They're this Ken fucking Shamrock, he just lost to, Ray Traylor. No, come on, dude.
But now, if you had, Jose Aldo, because he's really tiny, right?
Yeah.
If you had him come in, I would believe Braun Strowman beating the shit out of him.
Well, I'll give you that.
Mayweather, when Mayweather fought Big Show, I did not believe that at all. It's just Mayweather's so tiny, Big Show will kill him. He will step on him, and he's dead. But no. For him to get, offense, Big Show had to be on his knees. Fuck me.
Speaking of on your knees, Jennifer Hudson drops a restraining order against David Ortunga. Ortunga. It's almost like Ortega taco sauce. Basically, she says that.
Sorry.
She basically says that I lied about all this shit.
Yeah, so David Otunga now has custody of the kids, so she can fly back to London for The Voice.
Dude, he was fucking arrested. She had him arrested in front of the child.
Yes. Madness. It's crazy, dude.
That's why I'm saying, where shit's at right now, it is fucking crazy. Speaking of which, Did you see? I feel like we have to talk about it because we did before. Adam Blampied. He made a video on YouTube this week. I expected him to fucking, dude, just pull up a fucking go Bud Dwyer style.
Just get a fucking gun and shoot himself.
Yeah, just I was like riveted. Like he's gonna shoot himself in the head at the end of this.
That's why he shaved his head.
What the fuck is going on, dude?
Oh, man.
Since I last saw you, you've gotten AIDS and cancer.
I'm going to die in about 2 weeks. So I figured I'd just shoot myself in the head right now.
That dude he has to hate himself now. He hates himself. Well, he at least puts up the illusion he does. Because
that's all it
because
is.
he asked a chick. Only one chick ever came forward with that, right? That's the only one who ever said anything.
Yeah, because the rest of them are normal human beings that know what asking for a pair of tits are. You know, like it's not. It's not like he's.
Is it because there's not there's so many fucking virgins in the wrestling community? Is that the reason? I bet it is. It makes sense.
Probably it's like she probably thought that him asking to see her tits meant more than what it was. Because you showed me the picture of her, right? She's a wolf.
A wolf?
Yeah, she's just, like Buzz, your girlfriend, wolf.
She's a chick that you would fuck if like no one's around, like no one's gonna know that I fucked her.
Yes,
so I'll fuck
yes,
her,
exactly. So like she probably assumed that like me and Adam we might make out now, we might cuddle, blah blah blah, and then.
He might make out now versus like, I mean, he's a grown man. You think he would
face fuck her like a gentleman.
Yeah, exactly. Face fuck the shit out of her, like Tom Phillips style.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So he's just like, I'm in therapy and I won't be back anytime soon. Like, all for asking a chick to see her tits. Yeah. Holy fuck! What's going on? I'm glad, dude. Seriously, that we hide in this little corner of the internet. It's just like us and our friends, the people who listen to this show, and we're all fucking just weirdos, and we just stay over here. And how we get away with doing all this shit without the blowback is amazing. It's like we're at that perfect level of listenership, right? Where we're just underground enough to fucking stay under the radar.
I wouldn't mind experiencing some blowback, actually. I feel like it would be fun. I feel like it would be fun.
It'll happen, trust me. It takes one of those fuckers to hear it. That's why I don't do it on Twitter anymore. I just sometimes I say fucked up shit on Twitter, but
yeah,
I try to save it for the
show.
The
Gibbler film or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, of Kennedy.
Yeah,
shot.
Yeah,
dude, my favorite gif of this week was El Patron. Holy shit! Do you see that?
He ate shit.
I watched that like 150 times already. I can't get enough of it.
I was glad it was on a loop. That's for sure.
It's like regular speed and then super slow-mo, and then regular speed and super, like, fuck, I just watched this all day. What a fucking bump.
What do you think was going to happen when he jumped on a set of stairs that was on top of Johnny Impact? Did he think that the stairs were going to stay completely still?
I have no fucking idea what the plan was there.
That's what cocaine does to you, man. He's also wrestling in a fucking t-shirt, so that tells you what.
Oh, yeah, duh. At first, I was like, "Oh, is he gonna? He'll take the shirt off, I'm sure. He'll just do like the fiery rip it off at the end or something." But he didn't even do that. Yeah,
no.
He was like super on the gas and then off the gas.
Yeah, and then on the coke.
Right. Did you hear this about? Oh, sorry.
No, don't worry about it. I was just gonna make more.
Hear this from Impact about guys being able to keep their fucking gimmicks now and shit?
Yeah, past and present, they can use their gimmicks anywhere. So that's hence why we see on Monday Broken Matt.
But dude, if you'd have done this from the beginning, because like I don't care when people walk things back, it doesn't do much for me. Your original intention was there, and I saw it. So you changing your mind doesn't do much for me. It's like EA with this whole Star Wars Battlefront fucking shit.
What I say to this is 2 words. And do you know what those 2 words are going to be?
I don't know.
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, I bet you that this was a case where Ed Nordholm was taking advice from Jeff Jarrett because he trusted his advice. And this is what Jeff Jarrett was doing, being a fucking drunk off his ass. Right? So that's probably what it was. And now that Jarrett's gone, somebody else is probably talking to him saying, hey, what you did there was a dickish move. You know, you need to fix this now. So, you know, like what they've done now is made it more appealing for talent to go to Impact. Because if they go to Impact, then, well, okay, at least if I get something fiery here, I can take it elsewhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a fucking really good deal. So
It is.
But if they'd have just done this originally, they would be a lot better off. But
Exactly.
no less.
And we would have been able to see what force they would have done to the broken mat stuff.
Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, I mean, if you can get a shot there now, if you're like an indie guy, you go there, try to get your shit over, you know, you get on some form of TV, some people watching it.
Yeah.
They don't raise all your fucking indie bookings. It's a great idea on their part.
I agree. They would be not, you know, of course I would take the WWE, but it makes TNA a little bit more appealing now, so it's good for them.
The thing is, what guys did they make that like have a character that you would want to keep besides Broken Matt?
You can argue with Abyss.
I guess you could argue that.
Boy, it's hard to say. Really?
They should have Abyss on a very lightly sprinkled into maybe one or two matches on Lucha Underground Season 4. That would be dope.
It would be something, eh? Against Jeff Cobb or something.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would be. But yeah, that's about all that comes to mind for Impact names. You know, like you can't really say AJ Styles. He was AJ Styles before he came to Impact.
I would say, like, you're not going to sign EC3 and be like, yeah, he's going to be Ethan Carter III. I mean,
but you know what? Though they could. It's better
worth
than
the
having
shit.
him as Derek Bateman. You know. So it's much better than Derek Bateman.
God, you think of all the guys that they've had that they just like. Yeah, I don't think EC3 is anything great, but I mean, it could have been something. He just had Bateman shit. What was the deal with it?
Nothing. He was just a regular dude. His name's Derek Bateman. He wasn't even related to the Bateman that you're thinking of, you know. But yeah.
Oh yeah, you figure at least make him like a weirdo, you know, obsessed with himself kind of fucking guy.
No, he was just like fucking chiseled the stone and had a big fro.
A big fro. Like when they took a fucking, like, dude, Scotty Goldman. What an awful character that was.
I know, right? The Jewish man.
It's just like a no-brainer to go with that guy. He could have, if they'd have kept him as fucking like Cole Cabana, let him do shit, he could have been like the comedy guy in that company for like 10 fucking years.
Yeah, I agree. Apparently when they brought up the Scotty Goldman thing, he then pitched the Matt Classic thing to them. He's like, hey, what if I did this instead of Scotty Goldman? I was like, see? That's why he got fired.
Dude, Matt Classic was awesome.
I love Matt. He still breaks that out every now and then.
Yeah. That's fucking great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got any other news?
Let's see. Flow Slam officially died.
I didn't really. Yeah. Sorry if it's such a ruckus fucking reaction.
WWE Studios are planning on making their way to TV, so yay!
God.
And at the next UFC pay-per-view, Dana White wants to have a sit-down conversation behind the scenes with CM Punk to probably say bye. We're done.
Boy. Oh, dude, that whole idea was dumb. I can't believe. I mean, he's lucky they even gave him anything.
Yeah. He's lucky he's been able to get a paycheck this whole time.
He's fallen, dude. From all the hype that he had, he's fallen to near obscurity now. What is he doing? Is he just like? He's probably just going to a gym and fucking kickboxing and shit like 5 times a week, and like that's it. That's all he's really doing.
Fucks AJ Lee, and that's about it. Because like, I don't even think him and Cole Cabana are friends anymore, are they?
No, I don't think so.
Something about because Cole Cabana went backstage at a WWE event.
Which is crazy, dude.
CM Punk's a known piece of shit anyways, so
I mean, even especially considering like now it's all the dudes that you came up with, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With you got like Steen and Generico and all these cats that are fucking there, man. So like that's silly. He's a kind of a crazy person, but I want to watch him wrestle again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm impartial to it, really. I don't know. Fuck him.
I think it's the biggest possible thing that WWE could do.
I agree there.
Point.
I agree there. It would be huge business. But I don't know. A guy that hasn't wrestled for, how long has it been? 4 years?
Man, I don't even know now.
And then you
Memory's
take,
not the strong suit.
you take, he was never a crisp wrestler to begin with. He could tell a great story in the ring. But I mean, he's pretty sloppy. That elbow drop is just the tip of the iceberg, right? Like how
I know that
sloppy
you
he can
hate his elbow.
I do, and the fact that he keeps on doing it, man, is doing Macho Man his service, and I fucking hate it. But then you take a lot of his other moves too; they're not that good. He's, but whatever.
I always liked him. As a ring. I mean, more like the pre WWE shit. The Ring of Honor stuff, and that's good stuff.
That Pepsi plunge is a great move. Fucking love that.
But I don't know. I think that's the interesting that it's the biggest piece of business they could do.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I don't think he'll go back.
I don't either.
I think he's got way too much fucking pride to go back there, but not even go like to wrestle anywhere. That's the thing that I thought was really weird.
Yeah.
Like I can see like leave there, but still you're just never gonna wrestle ever again. Like that's fucking bullshit. Don't wait too long. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah, he'll
come back
old and
shitty.
Probably come back with 45 or something like that.
Because he's already 40, isn't he? I mean, these.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm pretty sure he's 40.
And then you can use the fact that he saved his body. He's good now. So he made his money. He doesn't really need to come back.
He's 39.
Still pretty old for a wrestling ring. And then you take hasn't wrestled for years, and then come back, and he'd have to get back into it, and it's not happening soon, so it would be so late anyways. Yeah.
Also, the fact that he fucking fractured his a decade ago.
Yeah, and just
more
and slept it off in a bedroom.
Yeah, puked and slept for like a fucking week.
Yeah.
And then kept wrestling.
This is madness, man. It's crazy. Who was it that did it?
I have no idea.
I can't remember either.
I recently listened to I don't listen to that show much, but Pritchard had a CM Punk episode, didn't they?
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was pretty good.
I don't subscribe to it, so I don't know.
I don't either. No. But some people like that show. It's way popular. It's all right.
I know. It's like I only tune in to hear what's his face chew into Bruce Pritchard.
But there's only like good episodes, right? I mean, recently they did it. Or at some point they did a Doink one, which I thought that was super interesting. But like, for the most part, no, it's not that interesting to me.
No.
But I think that's about it, huh?
I got nothing else for news.
I wanted to fucking talk about this. There was somebody talking shit about Bullet Club selling T-shirts or not selling much merch or whatever.
Okay.
And Pro Wrestling Tees, as they say that they've sold 417,430 shirts in the last 4 months.
What the fuck?
Pro Wrestling Tees fucking came in and it's like, yeah, actually, this is what's up.
So who was saying that they weren't selling shirts? Joe Blows on Twitter? Like, nobody's?
Who fucking knows?
Well, like, you take it... They were the...
Bleacher Report's Jonathan Snowden
said that...
Snowden began pressing Cody on the numbers, resulting in Pro Wrestling Tees Twitter chiming in. So.
Wow. And then you take it too, like, they're the best-selling T-shirt in Hot Topic.
This is not including Hot Topic, where they are the number one fucking T-shirt brand, and ahead of Rick and Morty, which, I mean, I don't know. I guess that's a thing.
Dude,
I've never seen the show. But...
Rick and Morty, you would like Rick and Morty. Get stoned and watch Rick and Morty sometime, man. You would love it.
It's like if you missed the boat on it originally, which I did, then a fan base can ruin it. And I feel like I'm just like a lot of some sect of the fan base is just like made me like, ooh, oh, fuck that. I don't
Yeah,
wanna
no,
watch it.
it's gone. Yeah, the Szechuan sauce stuff is fucking madness, but the show is good. The show is good.
There you go.
But yeah, fuck
So that's,
whoever thinks that the Bullet Club's not selling T-shirts. Of course they're selling T-shirts.
You think about, I don't know, they get a bigger fucking cut than we do.
Oh,
And I know what
of
we
course
get.
they do.
And if we sold 400,000 shirts, I probably wouldn't have to go to work ever again. You know?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. They probably make fucking 10 a shirt or something.
Well, like, and then you take it too. The shirts that they sell at the merch, they buy them in such bulk, they get them for a cheaper price, anyways. And then they're always more expensive at the merch table.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Well, PWTs is not a cheap website, right?
No,
I mean, it's expensive.
no.
But they're printed, custom printed in the U.S. And, I like the company. I think the people there are cool. Everybody I've dealt with from PWTs is cool. So, it's more of a support thing. And I like that. It's not like, oh, I'll get a great deal on a shirt. It's like, when you buy something on PWTs, you really are supporting that person.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a guy, like we were saying last week with Kamala, you buy a Kamala shirt, that dude gets $7 or $10 or whatever his deal is, So
Yeah.
I like that about PWTs. Buy shirts from there. Yeah.
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 So should we move into the top 5?
The SCL top 5.
Suplex City Limits Top 5.
Slow week, Jim. Slow week.
Suplex City Limits top 5 are top 5 matches of the week in no particular order. It was kind of a slow week. Yeah.
We had. I was behind the boat, and I nominated a match that could not be in the top 5 because it was ineligible. Didn't we have a slow week last week too?
It's been slow lately. Well, no, last week I think we had all the matches from Survivor Series and TakeOver.
I would take Matt Cross and Petey Williams at House of Hardcore 35 over one of those matches for sure.
Oh.
I quite enjoyed the match.
I think fucking Petey Williams is great.
I love
And it's
Petey
like
Williams.
Impact. I watched a little Impact this week, and I'm like, fucking do something with this guy. God damn it.
Yeah.
You're filming in Canada. This is all filmed in Canada. I'm like, when are you going to fucking do something? God damn.
Yeah, just pull the trigger. But
Exactly.
yeah.
But
with that out of the way.
in the top 5.
Yeah. I think we've got a little bit of a delay going on again, but whatever. Fuck it. It seems cool.
I don't know about a delay, but definitely it got a little glitchy there.
Fair enough.
All right.
Go for it.
Going through it. Mustache Mountain versus Pete Dunne, Mark Andrews, NXT 423. This was a good match.
I quite enjoyed that match. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was fun as fuck. I also like the place that they're filming in for this week.
Yeah.
I really do like the feel of that place. It gives it more of a darker vibe, a good vibe. I really liked it. And then, plus, you just take those 4 guys. They've wrestled so many matches with each other that they can't have a bad match because if they have to, they'll just go, let's do match number 7. Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I really liked the venue as well. I'm guessing this was from that Friday San Antonio show.
Yeah. Something like that. It's.
Well, this was in San Antonio, and
Yes.
that's where they had that Friday house show. Before fucking TakeOver. So I imagine that's the case. But how good is fucking Tyler Bate?
Man,
Honestly.
for such a young kid. Was he 21 now or something like that?
Yeah, like 21 years old.
Man.
He did that crazy kip up, but like a on the shoulders fucking kip up. Directly into a running shooting star. I was like, holy fuck, this guy. And strong as fuck.
Yeah.
That guy could pick up fucking anybody. I'm serious. Like, I'd love to see. That's what I want to really see. Like, how heavy of a guy can he fucking get up for, like, a suplex or something?
Imagine what he'll do to Liv Morgan.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He probably does use the fucking,
The Tyler driver on her.
well, like, the jackhammer position, you know? I guess that's what me and my friends call it. Jackhammer, where you get her bait, like, you know, kind of like on her shoulders, a pussy straight up, and then you always see it in porn, and then the dude, like, bends his dick back and goes, like, straight up and down. Fucks like that. Probably people like that.
This is what he does. He hooks his arms in under her legs and under her arms and behind her neck and just fucking goes to town. I think that's impossible.
I always said that. I always felt like that's like how wrestlers fuck, you know? Like, Dolph Ziggler, you know, like, that dude is doing standing 69s and shit. You know he is.
Well, Amy Schumer came out and said it, that the sex was too athletic, so she left him.
She doesn't have the fucking cardio to fuck that guy.
No, I mean, come on.
Oh, fuck. What else we have in this match? Bait pins, pins done. I want to see that match again. I will take that again, please.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind actually seeing a Mark Andrews Pete Dunne match itself as well, because I like Mark Andrews. His music is awful, but
his gimmick is fucking dumb. Like, what is that?
That's his life, dude. He plays at a pop punk band, and so like that's essentially him. With his
that sucks.
Pop punk music.
Your gimmick, which is you, sucks. But no, he's good in the ring and shit. I like him.
Yeah,
I just think that whatever that is that he's dressed as and like that music and that shit sucks. But
at least he's not Mandrews anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Post-match, although Dunn attacks him, but just one shot. And I was like, oh, that's really good restraint on their part. To have him just like one shot take him down. Then he leaves, and of course he comes back and then fucks him up again. Good shit.
Yeah, no, I agree. I really like Pete Dunne as a heel.
Yeah. That's just, all those guys are fucking good. I don't know why fucking, what the hell's the other guy's name? Bates' partner? No, Bates' partner.
Oh, Trent Seven?
Oh, it is Trent Seven. That's what I was thinking. I was confused of fucking Trent Beretta and Trent and fuck. That guy, why can't that guy get in shape, dude? Why can't you get in shape, brother?
Why can't you try to tone down
I'm a fat fuck, but, you know, like, I'm not a wrestler either, so why can't that guy just, like, you're so close, you know, just, like, go hit it hard a little bit, get in shape, man.
That's my one downfall I have with Trent Seven. I just don't like looking at him. You know, I just don't like it.
As opposed to the guys you do like looking at, or what?
Well, like, no, it's just... Well, no, like, you take Samoa Joe, he's a fat guy, but at least he's a pleasant-looking fat guy, you know what I mean? Like, everything's uniform.
Well, he wears big shorts.
Yeah, but then you got Trent Seven, who's chubby, and he's not even fat, really. His arms are tiny, his legs are tiny, he's just got this belly. But that belly is just so unappealing. Like, I'd take Samoa Joe's belly over his belly any day, as gay as that sounds. But, like, I would.
You're probably, you know, hanging out with Bate all the time, tagging up with him and shit.
Yeah, like,
why don't you just fucking hang out with him and do what he does?
Yeah, or half of it. you don't need to be ripped like Bate. You could just do half of it and just tone down, bud. Put some definition in those flabby arms. Like, he doesn't look strong at all. I don't believe he can hurt me. I don't think he can. You know what I mean?
You heard it here first, folks. Trent Seven, Tyler Fudge in a cage.
No, please don't. You probably kick my ass.
Fight to the death.
But you know what I mean, though. He looks like, I don't know, a big bearded twink, I guess.
Yeah. We spent a lot of time on just one match with the top five. Holy shit.
That's all it's been.
I'm really fucking baked out today. Yeah. I went and hung out with some homies yesterday, and one of them was like, I didn't really know he still listened to the show, but he's like, he was talking to me, he's like, what are those episodes, like, really recently where Tyler got so fucked up, dude? He's like going on about you just going, like, completely fucking sideways on the show.
I'm glad people are appreciating it. Maybe I'll bring it out more often. Oh.
Yeah. And I got with a band I used to be in, like, and they're like, hey, do some vocals, you know, because I used to do, like, fucking crazy metal vocals in this band, and I'm like, I guess I'll try. First time since I left the band to try screaming vocals, and I shit the bed hard. It sucked. I was depressed.
Then I hung myself.
It's like I'm so out of practice. Just shit. But yeah, shout out to Chuck Savin. He listens to the show. Flip Gordon, Scorpio Sky, and Coast to Coast versus the Bullet Club, ROH TV 323. I fucking love this thing. I thought it was fun as hell.
It was a fun match, you know. I really did enjoy it. Because, like, you take Flip Gordon, and you got Scorpio Sky and West Coast, you know, or Coast to Coast. They're really, it's flips everywhere. Right? Yeah. So, I mean, it's my thing anyways. If you flip, I'll like it.
Oh, dude, I got a great t-shirt idea. I'm not saying that.
Oh, flip your tits out? Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. We might be to a point now where we can get another t-shirt design at Pro Wrestling Tees.
Now we just need Caleb to buy 3 more shirts.
Yeah. I don't know how many shirts we need. I think we might be there, dude. We might be there.
Yeah, good, because I really want us to make an SCL t-shirt.
There you go. That would be really fun.
It would.
This match, I love Skrull. Had a spot where he would throw all 3 guys into the corner on, I don't know even who was in the corner, but they would do 1, 2, 3 with the clotheslines. Then he would run in at the end and he'd get the boot. And they did that 3 times in a row. And I was like, some people would say you're killing the business. To me, I'm having a good fucking time because that makes me laugh.
Exactly. Not everything needs to be serious. You know, that's the thing. Your serious matches should be saved for special occasions like a pay-per-view. On television, just fucking take the piss out of me. I don't care.
Hated the finish.
The
finish.
Yeah.
Was like, I didn't even know how to fuck. It's like set up for an indie taker, and on the other side, someone's doing something else. It just looked like a fucking bunch of dudes fucking in the middle of the ring with the Young Bucks jumping on top of them as they all came. It was very weird.
That's funny you bring up the Young Bucks too. Did you notice that Meltzer driver or what move is? I think it's Indie Take. One of the Young Bucks move. Corey Graves says in WWE 2K18. It's either Meltzer driver or Indie Taker, but it's reversed. It's the wrong one. It's switched up though. Right? So if it's Indie Taker, they're actually doing a Meltzer driver. And if it's the Meltzer driver, they're actually doing an Indie Taker.
Fuck 2K18. That game's full of shit.
But yeah.
Card system, loot box, bullshit. Don't get me started on loot boxes. I'm very hot about loot boxes lately.
What loot boxes are in what loot boxes are in 2K18?
All of them.
Where?
All the shit when you play the single player mode. Everything. You can't when you make a guy for the single player mode, you have no stats. You can't even pick all the moves. You barely have any moves. You unlock all of them by cards and VC and bullshit. Fuck that shit. I won't buy any game like that.
Always just bought the deluxe edition to get season pass and get the accelerator.
Yeah, that's all. I don't know. I'm just very angry about video game companies lately. Yeah.
I agree though. I don't like the fact like I'll buy like an MLB game and I'm sick of the game by the time my guys leveled up to be able to play decently.
Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, that was good. What else we have here? We had a 4-way 205 match from Raw.
Yeah, Rich Swann, Noam Dar, Akira Tozawa, and Arya Daivari. Sorry, that was hard.
Glad you had it in front of you.
Thank you.
Seems to be some kind of altercation outside of Castle Vicious.
Oh, Jim, go to your window and tell us what's going on.
I didn't hear voices outside, so.
Oh, like outside.
I hear voices outside. They sound like crackheads yelling at each other.
They talk.
It's crackheads. They're crackheads.
As a little crack pipe. As a little crack pipe is following you down to the ring at WrestleMania 33 or 32.
Yeah, like I said, I'm fucking hood adjacent here. Like the hood, the shittiest. Like where all the people who don't want to go to work and shit get just like a free place to live is across a chain link fence from the apartments I live in, which is for people who go to work and shit.
That was like when I was in Cuba. On the other end of the beach was a jail.
Was it jail?
Yeah, there was. They were doing construction on it the whole time I was there. Actually, that you could see this great big fence wall if you were in the right area. This great big fence wall and this big building, and it was just a prison. And like, if you walk so far down the beach, you'd meet up with guards and automatic rifles. It was.
I did go to the window.
Intense. What was it?
I don't see him out there anymore. Which I was hoping that would have been great. Like, imagine if a fight, like they were fighting or arguing, that could have been podcast gold.
It could have. It could have just play by play.
Speaking of podcast gold, that happens off the show. I was going to mention it on here. So I got a message last week from a listener who said, I need some advice, and you're the king of fucked up shit. And I thought that was pretty funny. But his question was, a chick that he used to date has offered him to come and do to bang her while while her boyfriend bangs her as well. And he asked for my advice on that. What would you say to that?
What would I say to that? Well, me being the paranoid cynic that I am, I think that he would kill me. But
so I said, I'm like, don't do that. That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, it would just be like, I don't know. You know what? I'm not fucking a girl with another dude around. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna do it.
There's a right way and a wrong way.
Yeah, and it's very easy to go the wrong
chick.
way. It's very easy to go the wrong way as well.
Yeah.
Like looking into each other's eyes. That just seems fucking gross and creepy, dude.
In my head right now, I'm just like, don't expose too much of your real life. Don't expose too much of your real life. don't talk about double teaming a chick with your buddy after a bar. Don't do it.
You might as well go there now.
No, I don't know. That's the right way to double team a chick. The wrong way is to show up and like while her boyfriend's there.
Yeah,
that's weird.
If you guys, if all three of you guys come up with the plan together in the same room, I would say go for it. If not, then I would say walk away while your penis is still intact, sir.
Well, I was like, why? I mean, like, you can fuck women. Like, if you want to these days, you can bang broads easily, right? I mean, I feel like you can. Maybe a lot of people, I don't know. When I was single, I was on like apps on the phone, and it was fucking disgusting, dude.
It was free for all.
Yeah, exactly. It's bad. It's bad. But yeah. Anyway, I was like, just go bang some other chick. Like, why? What is so good about this chick? Did she do something? Is she like one of your fucking all-stars? Because like someday you settle down and you just have like the fucking all-stars. Like, oh, that chick was a really good fuck back in the day.
I will say this now. I will say this. Being the piece of shit that I am, okay. If the guy that she is dating now, if you don't know him, and he was never anybody to you, if she wants to fuck you, if she's asking you to come fuck, that means she might have liked the way you fucked, or at least the way you dick taste, one of the two. Well, and she just wants to try it again because, well, you know what? Just be like, hey, baby, why don't you come over one time and we'll practice? No, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. It's not going to work like that. But I mean, just see what you can do on the side.
Yeah. Well, and that was also a cuck option was also evolved.
That's weird.
This dude is a fucking weirdo. We've talked about that before. Like, that's nothing that I understand. I don't understand how you want to watch some dude bang your chick. That is the weirdest thing. I don't know.
Yeah, well, anyway. I mean, just sitting down in a room and watching somebody bang is awkward enough.
Yeah, we're doing the fucking top 5 here.
No, but I know. Oh, I know. But I told you the story about how I woke up and there was a dude. Like, there was like 4 of us in a bed, and there was the dude and this chick were fucking in between us. I just woke up to that. That was weird. But yeah, no, nobody wants to fucking just watch somebody fuck, do they?
No.
Like porn, that's different. They're not in the same room.
Yeah, I'll watch somebody fuck. If someone's like, "Hey, you want to watch us fuck?" I'm like, "Sure, man, that's great." Can I grab a beer first? That'd be cool.
Can I get really stoned?
I'm just really stoned already for everything. So we were talking about, I think we were talking about this 205 live match on Raw.
Yes,
Were we not?
We were. But I mean, we've gotten into
Sorry.
the part of the top 5 that's just not up to par in my eyes. You know what I mean? Yeah, sure, this match was good. It was entertaining.
Match.
But
For
I
the
mean,
week, man.
when we look back at all the top 5s, we won't remember this week.
Yeah. But dude, I thought Tozawa and Swan had a fucking fantastic back and forth
Oh, without
in this match. Super good. Yeah, Swan wins with the Phoenix Splash. Very fucking good.
So we get.
I thought it was
and-
like the best WWE match of the week,
Oh,
not including NXT.
I agree. I completely agree. And then probably second place would be the next top 5 match, which is.
What's that? Impact and Alberto El Patron.
Oh right, yeah, that one. How many does that make now? 4?
That's the 4th one, yeah.
Okay. Well, I was going to say we were looking for a last one, and I was going to segue to the Seth Rollins and Cesaro match, but it's not really.
Well, I don't have much to say about it.
I
Is
don't
that
either.
Impact? Pretty good. Patron ate shit on the steps. Amazing.
That's all I seen because
Work.
I remember I refused to watch Impact. So
Yeah, that's fine. You think about it. It was a good match. It was a good match.
I
Fucking
can see it.
Impact.
aren't those the
Impact's-
ones that had that great match in Lucha Underground?
Yeah, they had a good match there too.
Yeah. So
Impact's whole side is just like fucked from, I don't know what the fuck he hit, the rail or something. And he's like all cut, bleeding from the fucking side from like a bunch of like 4 or 5 wounds on his left side or right side, whatever.
God.
Pretty bad. Pretty cool though. Rollins and Cesaro was pointless because, you knew 100% what's going to happen, but it was a good match. Solid.
Yeah, I mean, it was between 2 solid workers, and that's the only
Slow.
reason why I brought it up. It's just because, okay, those 2 workers, they had a good match.
Yeah, slow week.
Yeah.
But that's the top 5. So.
It is.
What do you think the best one was? Probably that NXT tag match.
Yeah. Oh, easily. Like, there's
But
no
I don't
doubt in that whatsoever. Actually.
There are some listeners who've told me that they don't necessarily watch all those other wrestling shows. So if matches in the top 5, they go check them out. So that's cool too. That Ring of Honor one is super fun
It is.
and long too. That 25 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't know how long.
Well, yeah, because that's only a 2-match show, and usually Ring of Honor is 3, so that tells you how long it was.
There you go. And from that, let's shift gears. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was live from the University of Tennessee. Cane country, my friend.
Yo, and did he get a pop?
Yeah, first he did.
Okay, fair enough.
They were chanting like mayor or something.
Really?
But at some point.
I didn't catch that.
But it starts off with a recap. The recap is of Kane and Strowman. That's the main angle.
Isn't that something?
And I don't know a
Madness.
single person who cares. No one cares about this.
No, we're not designed to even want to care about it anyways. Like, they're not even bothering to do a match. You know what I mean? Like,
They're going to.
Yeah, but like the first time that they announced the match, it was just a brawl. The match never started. Tonight, it was just a brawl. So.
Yeah, I'll get it out of the way. I very much dislike this episode of Raw.
Yeah, it was nothing at all. It was a very
Reigns
by the
by
numbers.
himself.
Yeah, Reigns by himself and Bo, Axel, and Elias.
He got, not only did Reigns get booed, he also managed to get the title booed. He like holds up the IC title, and they're like, I don't know, it's funny because I was just like viewed it like, oh, they're booing the belt,
Yeah, I mean, it was probably it wasn't the worst reaction that Roman Reigns has gotten, but I mean, there's still boos in there for sure.
Yeah. Miz's music hits, and it's Bo and Axel with Elias.
Hey, Jim.
You know what I want? I want to talk to Samson.
Oh,
My doctor says I need a backiotomy.
I couldn't wait to play that one. Couldn't
Get away
wait.
from me, bitch. You're supposed to hang out throughout this show for Reigns and the Drifter. Well, not the Drifter. Elias.
Yeah,
It's so funny. Everyone calls him the Drifter still.
yeah, and he's just Elias. He's not even Elias.
Or they
Samson.
add Samson. Yeah. They either call him the Drifter or they call him Elias Samson. No one just calls him Elias.
No, but that's all that comes up on his Tron when he shows up. It's just Elias.
He is the ironic pick of this month right now. He is the ironic wrestling fans pick of the month. Now that Jinder is out of the picture, now that's their guy. People like this guy, ironically. Like, I fucking love the Drifter. Really, dude?
Now, mind
Really?
you, I don't hate the Drifter. Now, when it comes to his matches, I don't want to watch it. I
Mediocre
hate,
as fuck.
I hate his matches. But as a character, I think what he does benefits. He's probably one of the better heels they've got on Raw when it comes to like, maintaining heat. He's got like that honky tonk man deal going on. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know, he's got a decent. It's hard to say a decent gimmick because the gimmick sucks, but he's got good heat. I guess that's the only thing I can say.
Show opened with Rollins and Cesaro, which we mentioned already. Afterward, Charlie's in the ring to reaffirm the Shield is not going anywhere.
Yes.
Like, please keep watching.
Yeah, just so you know, Dean will come back.
Rollins had a weird reference to Ambrose and Renee.
Yeah, because they're on their
Maybe
honeymoon.
the first time they mentioned on the show that it's Renee and Dean or a thing.
Yeah, they on the show itself, talking smack, they would.
What was the joke that Rollins was trying to make? I don't know what that was.
I don't know. He was talking about how he hasn't heard from Ambrose in a week, and you should check on him. But
Yeah, but it's like, I hope she didn't put the room in her name. Like, what?
I don't know.
This is Ambrose like the Spider-Man, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's an odd joke to say on air because nobody's going to get it. But, I mean, wrestling has been full. We'll find out in like 10 years what that was all about, probably.
They set up this fucking thing for the 205 Live guys. They're going to find out who the number one contender is to take on Enzo at whatever the fuck next month. What is the next thing? Clash of Champions?
That's SmackDown.
Or,
That's just
when is Raw's next show?
Royal Rumble.
Oh, God. Yeah.
So I would
There's
imagine.
a four-way tonight. There's a four-way tonight. There's a four-way next week, and the winners face off to see who takes on Enzo.
By God, I bet you this is happening on an episode of 205 Live.
Oh, I'm sure. Joe defeats Titus.
Yep.
Holy fuck.
Taps them out. They're right fast.
Pretty fast, but also Titus with like a lot of offense in the beginning of this match, and I didn't. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you look at it, he's a big guy. Giving him some offense ain't going to hurt at all. So, he doesn't get to fight very often, so let him get a couple punches in.
I thought it was all right. They did, sold the brawl really well.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
It was a good Titus match.
Big angles. Big angle at company, and the guys have all this, story built up, and then they come in and lock up. At least these guys fucking brawled.
Yeah.
So that was something.
It's because Joe
Afterwards,
was a fucking. Joe's great.
Yeah.
That's why.
Afterwards, he kicks Cruz's ass as well. God, that guy is the most just underutilized guy in the company.
Oh yeah.
I think
He's just
Jesus.
a smile, man.
I think they haven't tried anything with him yet.
Oh no, they haven't at all. Even in NXT though, they didn't. It was like it's like nobody. It's either somebody gave him direction, and he didn't take it, and they just said "fuck it," then you're on your own, or they just gave him no direction whatsoever.
He's so fucking good in the ring. Like, what I wouldn't give to see him and another fucking top level guy go for fucking 20 minutes on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it would be good if you let him go. You know what I mean? Let him do his shit, and not his. Okay, I'll do my sit-out powerbomb and my standing fucking backflip, and then we'll call her a day.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's really all he does.
Him and Rollins. I mean, who else are some real good?
Styles.
Even Styles. Oh man,
Balor.
that'd be something. Yeah.
You can do a lot of good matches with him, but I mean, the guy needs some character. He needs some better. Better offense. I don't know. I like Uhaa Nation. I don't like Apollo Crews, at all.
I remember being so stoked, like they signed that guy. I was like, this is gonna be awesome. And then when they brought him out as Crews, which is like it's so obviously just Apollo Creed and Terry Crews, and I was like, that sucks so bad, dude.
Yeah. But whatever.
Gallows and Anderson once again highlighted the show with a WWE Shop commercial. These guys could have a career after this. I don't know if it's a thing in Canada, but I know a lot of like older American listeners will remember. They remind me of like late at night. There was these two redneck motherfuckers who would sell knives on TV.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like QVC, but super low rent, and these two redneck motherfuckers, like, all right, that's the Patriot. It's got a 4-inch stainless steel blade. It's what we're gonna do for $9.99.
So, have you ever?
Right now, we're gonna go down to $7.99.
Have you ever listened to Don West selling Beanie Babies?
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, man! That's the greatest stuff in the world. Well, yeah, we get that stuff too. Like you wake up, like late at night and you turn on the TV and it's like some chick selling a fucking exercise bike.
Well, no, but I'm saying like in specific, there was these dudes who would do like these fucking things where they would sell these knives, and it was so fucking like just completely low rent, but they would sell these knives on TV, and it was fucking great.
My favorite one though was Esteban selling the guitars.
Oh yeah, the Esteban guitar.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. Every time if I woke up and that was on, I was like, I'll watch that.
Yeah. I have no idea, dude. Like that's the thing. Like being a big music nerd and shit. Like I have no idea who Esteban is.
Me neither.
What did Esteban ever do?
I don't know.
Esteban. Doesn't matter. I'm Esteban.
He just didn't cut his fingernails and play guitar like a champ.
Yeah. Sasha Banks. It's supposed to be in a match with a bunch of women who don't come out. I wonder what happened.
It was actually supposed to be Sasha Banks, Mickie James, and Bayley against Paige, Rose, and DeVille. Just so you know.
Okay.
But Paige, she makes her entrance, and then all of a sudden, you got to admit, Alexa Bliss is on commentary too at this point in time.
For some reason, they show Mickie and Bayley hurt backstage. It's just cringe-worthy,
Yeah.
But yeah, she cuts a promo about, she was the fucking, a year ago, she was the woman and all this shit. Yeah, then you failed 2 drug tests, had fucking footage of you getting fucking came on and the belt. And I mean, like, what? And we're doing drugs and all this fucking shit. So what are you pissed about?
She was on an episode of TNA.
Yeah. It makes no sense. And then these 2 chicks being like, we're with Paige because she's awesome. Like, what the fuck? These pairings are dog shit. I'm doubling down. Last week I was like, these suck. And people are like, oh, and like this week these suck. They make no sense. These 3 chicks together make no fucking sense at all.
It doesn't. It doesn't at all. And then when they all had to cut promos, man, Mandy Rose might be cute, but by Jesus, she cannot cut a promo to save her fucking life. Everything's just like so slowed down. It's like, and you know what, Sasha? Wait. I don't like your hair. Wait. You ratchet bitch. And it's like, fuck.
She's counting in her 1,
Yeah.
2. Dude, silence when she was talking, which I was like, oh, that's pretty bad. Until DeVille comes on the mic, and it's just getting the what treatment, which I don't agree with the what chant, but this is a perfect spot to use the what chant. Absolutely.
I agree completely. But I mean, it really phased her too. You could tell as soon as they started chanting what, you could just see her eyes widen, deer in the headlights. Oh fuck!
She's not ready for this, dude.
No.
Neither's Mandy Rose. They're not ready for this. That finish, I hate that finish that Mandy Rose uses. I would hate that if a dude did that finish. That sucks.
What is it again?
What is it? It's kind of like a pedigree, but they go fucking straight up in the air. Legs super still and together, straight up in the air, and then kind of down into like a pedigree.
I get you.
It looks awful, and like nobody would. It just doesn't make any sense, right? Obviously, that person is playing along. I don't like it. You know, that's a reason. That's why people don't do like the fucking where you hold a guy up in the air for a suplex for a long time. That's just dumb.
You mean Alberto Del Rio's double stomp?
Well, that's dumb too. But they're called Absolution, which is
a horrible name.
Yeah. I bet you fucking those three broads have no idea what that means. You know?
Absolution? Like, you mean like with the sins and shit like that? And yeah, no, they don't. Just
what the word means at all.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. They beat Sasha down. Crowd doesn't give a fuck. Andy Rose was orange, dude.
Dude, man, like they need to lay off on that. There needs to be a regulation tan for TV.
Like they hold a little card up next to your skin. Like, no, you're too fucking orange. Get back there, wash that shit off.
Okay, so just so everybody is aware, Absolution. I wanted to get the proper. I didn't want to get fucked around here by people telling me I was wrong. Absolution, its definition: formal release from guilt, obligation, or punishment. An existential or a declaration of forgiveness of sins. So absolution means you're forgiving everybody, but yet you're fucking crucifying everybody at the same time. Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's the boop. Speaking of not making much sense, Bray Wyatt. I actually really liked his promo. He cut a promo about our shitty-ass society, and I thought it was fucking good.
Because it's true.
Yeah, I was like, that's awesome. Fucking, you could make a whole deal with that. Just our reality at this point is so shitty that all you have to do is just like make people aware of it. It's kind of a bummer, actually.
It is.
But it was really good.
Yeah,
he defeats Matt Hardy.
And Matt Hardy starts his woken gimmick.
Oh, dude, if you expect subtlety, forget about it.
Yeah. Matt Hardy is broken. It's like, what did they say? It's like he's had a breakdown.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So now
you don't have to hit everybody over the head with it, dude. He didn't even have to. He had to do like maybe one. Maybe he just fucking glosses over in the eyes, and he just fucking stares and sits there for a while, and then does one delete and then to commercial. You know. And the commentary says nothing. They don't need to say anything. Instead, he does it a bunch. The crowd doesn't really react because it's been too long, probably, for this.
Well, yeah, exactly. And then you got to look, too, like, you're in the crowd. He sat in a corner with his back to 3/4 of the audience. They don't know what the fuck he's doing. You know? It comes all down.
What do you think, though? Did you see the video that he released?
The videos. There's two.
This week?
There's two.
Oh, is there a second one now?
Yeah, but yes, they're great. I love it. I really love
great,
it.
Right?
Those YouTube videos, they were done by him and Rebby. So you know they're going to be the same vein as what they were because they're not on WWE's YouTube, right? They're just on Matt Hardy's.
Do you think they let fucking him go and let his broken brilliance work, or do you think they just fuck this up? Everybody's pretty much expecting them to fuck it up.
I'm expecting them to fuck it up. I'm expecting that because that's usually what happens. But in expecting that, if they let him take the reins on it, it'll make me so much more elated about it. Because you're expecting something, you get something else. But I don't know. You could tell they're not going to use it as a broken. They're going to call it the woken.
So they can own it.
Yeah, exactly. But Hardy can still go and do broken. So without
Great. Works for him.
Yeah. So I don't think we should get caught up on the woken thing too much.
He doesn't need to do much with that, right? I mean, that's the funny thing. When he finishes up here, he can go work indies and put a lot of smoke and mirrors into matches as broken Matt Hardy, and he could fucking still do this for a long time.
Yeah, I agree. It's a gimmick that allows him to his longevity to exponentially increase. So
we had the bullshit. I mean, I'm skipping some of this shit because it sucks. But that match we talked about, Elias. I thought this was awful.
The concert?
Yes.
I fucking loved it.
No way. Are you serious? To me, this was like one of the worst things. And then I heard people were like, "That was awesome." Like, what?
I enjoyed it.
Tell me why you liked it. Tell me why you liked
enjoyed it because I am 100% positive that they weren't actually playing the harmonica.
Well, no, they weren't. Right? No, of course not.
Exactly. So I just look at it as just a funny heel thing to do. And it's just like, we've watched this for 3 minutes and nobody's actually done a thing. It was like, oh, this is funny. I just thought it was really funny.
Is that better or worse than like they're gonna jam and he plays the song and then it goes to one of them coming in and they just don't know how to play harmonica at all? Would that be funnier? I think that'd be better.
It probably would have. Yeah, I agree. But
just take a solo and have no idea what they're doing.
But I can see it. I can see it going where they'll do this for a couple more weeks. Where they'll play harmonica. And then one day they'll have a Milli Vanilli thing and something will slip. And that's where I see this going.
That'd be good.
But I don't know. They may not.
Reigns defeats Elias. This was awful. I thought. They chin-locked for fucking ever in this match. Dude.
Which is our Stu Hart stretcher of the week.
That's right, dude. We need a song for this Stu Hart stretcher of the week, man.
We do.
Holy shit.
If anybody has an idea for Stu Hart stretcher of the week, let us know on Twitter. Where, Jim?
Tweet us. Basically, we're looking for the match, like a match with just like the longest fucking shitty holds. Is that what we're looking for?
Basically, the longest rest hold.
Like arm bars forever.
Yeah, like a 4-minute.
The match with the longest rest hold. There you go. All right.
This match had like a 4-minute chin lock in it, for Jesus sakes.
Not on commercial either. Do that on commercial, motherfucker.
Exactly. You're not Kevin Owens.
We'll be back with a good song for Stu Hart's stretcher of the week.
Yes.
But yeah, this match was boring. I thought like proof again that if Reigns doesn't have a guy like Styles or Cena or something, he's in the weeds, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Totally in the weeds. After the match, as he's going up the ramp, Samoa Joe attacks the Samoan named Joe.
Joe and
Security is everywhere. Like, that's my ongoing beef lately, right? Is that they pick and choose this shit.
Yeah.
Later on in this show, when there's attacks, or even before this, the women attack, where was security on that? There was no security for that. As they fucking go all around the ring, this immediate security. It's just, it ruins it when you don't be fucking on point with it. Do it the same, God damn it. Continuity.
Damn. Yeah, well, continuity gets a little bit better on the other show, but let's finish up Raw before we get into that.
Also, Rollins does not show up to help him.
Nope, because Roman's doing his own thing, right?
Yeah, Asuka versus Dana again.
Dana had a promo.
Dude, these pre-tapes have to be just a troll on her.
Oh, they have to. They're just
like they're like, oh god, you gotta make another one of those for next week, man. We got something really planned to fuck with this chick. Oh my god.
And then she loses to Asuka in 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, she says Asuka doesn't get off to a good start, so I'm going to start fast. And boom. I thought, oh man, looking back on hindsight, it's great.
It is great, but it's just like fucking the death of that character.
It is. Well, I mean, that character's been dead since it was, that character didn't die with her boyfriend. That character died in Inception. So.
It's that fucking. Hey Dana, did your mom have any kids that lived? Next week, you better tune in. Make sure you tune in next week. You wouldn't want to miss the Bar and the Shield again.
Oh boy.
There are no other fucking tag teams on this show that do anything. There's just the Good Brothers who are selling shit on the commercials. And who else? What are the other tag teams on that show?
Kendrick and Gallagher?
There got to be another one, right? Yeah, I don't even know. Maybe that's not. We're probably
forgetting. There was the Hardys. They're broken up. They're
yeah.
Jeff is dead.
There's also
the Revival.
Yeah.
One of them are out as well. You did have Enzo and Cass. That's done.
The one that wasn't hurt was Wilder's not hurt, right?
Yes.
He got beat by fucking Dustin Rhodes at
Starcade.
Starcade.
Yeah.
Starcade.
Because you got to emphasize those 2 R's, right? Because there's 2 R's. Starcade.
Yeah. Which was actually kind of cool because he came out to his old fucking WCW song.
Yeah, came out
And
in
shit,
the get-up.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Fucking all of his pop for nostalgia. Jordan and Kane. Jordan just killed by the crowd here.
How about this nostalgia? Kane. By God, it's Kane.
Yeah. Jordan sells the knee and gets counted out. Which, obviously going for the heel thing.
Yes.
Which we've been seeing for weeks. And it's one of those things, it's like, just do it, dude. Just do it. Why do you gotta... Kane beats him down. And then Balor comes out, so now we have Balor and Kane.
Yeah.
And this ends in a DQ when Kane uses the chair. He keeps attacking. Then Braun comes out, grabbing his fucking throat, dude. He is selling his throat from a week ago. The dude lived in a garbage truck for a week, crushed, and lived for a week inside on old garbage and shit, eating fucking baby shit out of dirty diapers. And he comes out selling his fucking throat, dude.
It is
just
it's crazy to think of that Kane's stronger than a dump truck.
Oh yeah, God, he attacks. He gives him the super weak power slam on the steps. Just don't even do it, dude. If that's what you're gonna do, just don't even do it.
Yeah, I agree.
And
throw him into
he hits
the
him with the
boards.
throat spot. And Kane kind of fucking streaks out through the crowd holding his throat.
Good ending.
And he got nothing in. Kane got nothing in on Braun either.
No, I mean, and you know what? Should he?
Yeah.
It's
Think about that. That show sucked. To me, highlights were that 205 match, Cesaro Rollins, the Good Brothers WWE shop commercial. That's about it.
Yeah, that is about it. There's about 3 good moments in the show, and that's about it. But over in SmackDown, it really doesn't change much. But yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's your Raw recap. Sorry for being so fucking bleak. Let's talk about SmackDown. It was better. SmackDown Live was in Lexington, Kentucky.
By God.
So, by God. So their recapping main angle is Shane with Owens, Zayn, and Bryan, which is actually not a terrible story.
No, it's not.
So far. As far as WWE these days is concerned, anyhow. What do you make of this, man?
Well, did you know that this is the 5th straight week that SmackDown is open with Shane?
Oh, dude, yeah, I didn't know how many it was, but it's fucking every show.
Yeah,
He's the star of that show.
Oh, isn't he ever? Sweaty and shit.
Like Shane Down Live.
Shane Down Live. Watch me get redder and redder as the 2 hours progress.
They did have some like fucking credits, where it's like starring Shane McMahon with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Oh, they
And like
should have
fucking
a full house open.
Bobby
Everywhere
Roode
you
is the
go.
zany. Bobby Roode's like the zany neighbor or something.
Sami Zayn is Dave Coulier.
Yeah. Oh, like a Full House kind of deal. Huh?
Yeah. So
That dude, it's fucking. That show's weird to me, man. Like
Full House.
I don't know.
When
Yeah,
you
just
see
like this
Bob
creepy-
Saget beat his fucking dirty old man, and then watch Full House. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, it's just weird. Like Dave Coulier is like, oh yeah, we have a stand-up comedian who lives like under the stairs in the living room. Like, what? What the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, if you had like 2 dudes living with you, like I mean, I know it's San Francisco and they're really progressive and shit, but it's very weird.
Uncle Jesse, his wife, and 2 twin kids living upstairs or living in the basement or some weird shit like that. Man, it's weird. None of these people can afford their own place.
Dude, they all live together because they all fucking love each other, bro.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't know love worked that way.
Brian was fucking. He's so over, man. He's like the most over guy in the company. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's why that dude is not going to wrestle there again. I always felt like that was the whole deal of why that they said, granted he did have these problems and shit, but I feel like they also forced him out because they didn't want to deal with it. They don't want to push him, and they know that if he's there, the crowd is going to fucking demand it. That's it.
Yeah. You got a point. If
that dude wrestles, that they're forced to do it. The crowd is going to fucking hold everything hostage and just demand it. So you find it out, you just take him out of the fucking ring, and you can push whoever the fuck you want to push. You can push Jinder Mahal and shit.
Oh, man. It's shocking to see where we've come from, like, 2013, 2012 or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
They had, world champions were Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes. Their tag team champions were Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne. It's just madness. And then now, you've got Jinder Mahal. Fuck me.
Shane sets up Orton and Owens, which was already set up, I guess, but he makes it a no DQ match with Zayn banned from ringside. The ringside part will come into play later. I love this opening shit with New Day. I don't know what the deal. They've switched over to pancakes ever since the lumberjack match. But man, I love when they come out. They like dump this box of pancakes on this fucking child's face,
and she is fucking surprised.
She thought it was cereal. It's just fucking big ass fucking flapjack slaps her in the face.
Yeah. Big E gives Dan a pat, just like sorry. Sorry.
I hope there's syrup in there too. I would put them in there and then I'd dump a bunch of syrup in there.
Well, there was syrup because they had syrup for Byron Saxton. There was syrup in his pants.
They get to ringside. And Big E produces pancakes on plates and syrup, a whole big fucking thing of syrup, from inside of his tights and gives it to Usos in commentary. I fucking love this whole thing.
The Usos just they sold it great, and then Byron Saxton's just like, hey, I'll take him over here. It's just like, fuck, man.
I love the idea of that. Like, this is something that they never do anymore, but they used to do. I like the idea that teams are cool with each other. Like the New Day and the Usos had this big battle, and now they're just fucking cool and friendly with each other.
Yeah, I like it too. The
Usos are like dancing to their song and fucking, like laughing, having a good time, getting the pancakes. I don't know. I like that shit.
Yeah, it's more like it's shades of gray,
What did they do on there where it was New Day and somebody else who were running down the entire group, and then they're like, well, Brizongo's cool.
Yeah.
Everyone agreed that Brizongo's cool. I don't remember who that was with, but
I think that was New Day and the Usos, and maybe American Alpha was in there somewhere. I don't know.
That's right. It was those two. It's New Day and Usos. And then they were like talking shit on all the teams, but like, oh, Brizongo's cool.
Yeah. It's like Enzo Amore and talking about Tozawa. Tozawa's cool because he says nice things on Twitter about me.
Yeah, right. It is the Woods and Kofi variant of the New Day, which is fucking fun too. Like, I like all varieties of this team, but really surprised that they beat Gable and Jordan here.
Why?
I don't know. It seemed like they were going to put, they were going to go Gable and Jordan. Or not Gable and Jordan. I seriously have that on my notes here. Gable and Jordan.
5 stars. 5 stars.
Gable and Benjamin.
Oh
my God. That's amazing.
What the fuck?
Did you die?
Bomberback. What spins Benjamin? Sorry, but I fucking almost I died of laughter there almost.
Well, that's why I asked. I was like, "Oh, Jim, you did? You did, Jim?"
Oh my God. Good stuff. Yeah, I thought they were going to go that way. I thought they would go look at Gable and Benjamin and take on the Usos. It's going to be New Day and Usos still? That's interesting.
Yeah, it is a little odd, but whatever. Was this a No More Contenders match?
No, they don't. Well, they never say that shit, but I mean, you just if you're looking at the division logically, you'd be like, well, these are the top teams, right? I mean, who else is there? Brazongo and the Ascension.
Yeah.
They're like backstage playing fucking dress up and shit. We'll get to.
Playing Saw.
The women backstage was fucking brutal, dude. Charlotte and Naomi together. Oh my god.
Oh, and then Natalia comes in and it just makes it even worse.
I was thinking, like, why Natalia? And I was like, they don't have any other women there. They don't have any other face women.
That's true.
Becky Lynch is out.
Yeah, she's out shooting a movie.
Yeah. So who else do you have? Nobody. They could have just put a heel with them, which I'm like, that's stupid, but okay.
Well, I mean,
Bludgeon Brothers.
When you look at it, though, you got these girls are coming in from outside. And heels and faces should band together to get them out. But
I just thought it was interesting that they have two faces women on this whole show now.
I'm yawning. Sorry. Yeah.
It makes me want to yawn too. I'm with you.
I got stoned and I rubbed my eyes, and all of a sudden the yawn progressed. But no, it's sad, really. You know, there's all these women, and there's only two faces.
Yeah. We had the Bludgeon Brothers and the Hype Bros again. They squashed them, and Giraffe post-match, Mojo Pearl Harbor's rider. So it happened, finally.
He says the landscape has changed. And we'll never probably hear about this ever again, hopefully.
Do you think they'll even have a match?
Oh, yeah. They'll have a match next week, but then Zack Ryder's probably going to go off in obscurity and never be seen again.
Mojo Riley, this guy's got nothing. This guy's a waste of fucking time.
He is, but I mean,
especially as a heel. Him as a heel is fucking nonsense.
But we have never seen him as a heel.
It's still nonsense.
But we don't know. He might have a completely different character.
I don't know. I guess. To me, it's like, you know the guy. Like, his old character is him. That's what he's really like. He's just a fucking bro. You know?
Yeah.
A real bro. A bro. What's up, bro?
Shaka, bro.
You want to watch me drink champagne or that chick's ass, bro? Yes.
Oh, gross.
You shoot it. That's what you do. You shake it up with your thumb over the bottle, over the top.
Yeah.
So it gets real bubbly. Then you spray it. Then you let it off and shove it quickly up a woman's ass. And then when you pull out the bottle, you get underneath, you know, and fucking awesome, dude. That's partying, bro.
That's living right there. You haven't lived unless you drink champagne of a woman's asshole.
Yeah, exactly. But the Bludgeon Brothers, I mean, anything. I liked it a little bit more because they are at least, you know, being very aggressive and, like, you know, acting like they care. They're really trying. Like, Harper's really trying. You can see it.
Yeah, you know, I like the in-ring. The shit surrounding it, though. Like, that entrance is so dark, you can't even see anything.
Yeah.
You know, it's just shadows. And it's like, okay, cool, fair enough. And then, you know, the hammers are non-existent. They don't use them. Why come to the ring with them?
I've always been against, like, you know, don't bring anything to the ring with you unless you're going to use it.
Yeah.
You know?
Unless
Hacksaw
it's
didn't just bring a
obviously
2x4.
Yeah, like, I mean, you can bring an Indian headdress. You don't have to use that, but...
Okay. I give you that. I'm saying, like, a weapon. You don't bring shit
No.
like that. You don't bring a fucking hammer.
No.
It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, they actually did do some double team shit in here, which I like. So I just don't think they're behind it. You know, it's like, you just know now. You're so used to WWE. Like, you know, these guys are never going to be anything. They're never going to push them. So don't even bother. Why? Why would you bother?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I would love to
Like,
see
why would
something
you get
done.
into it? You know?
Yeah, I would love to see something done with Luke Harper, but I mean, we're never going to see that.
Yeah. It's, yeah. It's whatever. He's good, though. Dead Man Walking, Bobby Roode backstage. This was the weirdest line. He says that the punch that Baron Corbin threw might have been an accident, but Baron calling him absent-minded wasn't. That's what he was mad about. It's really weird.
That's mind-boggling, really. You know, like, so he punched you. That did not piss you off. He called you absent-minded, a.k.a. you were daydreaming. You're daydreaming.
Him calling me absent-minded wasn't, an accident. What?
Well, like Bobby Roode is glorious, right? Self-proclaimed glorious. Why isn't you? He was absent-minded because he was thinking about how glorious he was. You know, like you can't be that glorious and not acknowledge it, right?
Yeah, Baron shows up, and this was just bad, back and forth, really bad. There's a spot where they kind of like both stopped and just looked at each other, like it was like I think it was Baron's line, and he wasn't doing it. It was very weird.
See,
Roode wants a shot. Baron says no.
You take a lot of instances, you can cover that up if it wasn't so scripted. You know what I mean? If Bobby Roode was not given a clear script and this is what you have to say, Baron Corbin could slip up and Bobby Roode could slide in and fix it. But you can't do that in a scripted base, and that's what really kills it. Like, if you're going to do this, pre-tape it. You've got all fucking afternoon. Pre-tape it, don't do it live.
Yeah, and Bobby Roode, I mean, they did just jack shit with this guy. You put this belt on him, if they even do, which I don't know. I don't think they will. I think the guy they're pushing is fucking Corbin, right?
Yeah, they're not putting that on Roode, I don't think.
It just sucks, man. And I'm not a huge Roode guy either, but it's like he was over as fuck. He was a cool character, and they just shit the bed on him. So whatever. Things bring out Jinder. He attacks fucking Styles. The only real point of this was Styles did the Styles Clash off the second rope onto the other Singh, which was fucking awesome.
Yeah, and then he wins, and Jinder comes in and beats the shit out of the Singhs.
When's the last time you saw a second rope fucking Styles Clash against Naito? Wrestle Kingdom 9?
I was just gonna say it was in New Japan.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever seen a Styles Clash from the second rope onto another person, though.
No. That was pretty awesome. I popped hard for that. Afterwards, Styles escapes. Jinder fucks the Singhs up again. To "You Still Suck" chance. So,
great.
What's going on, dude? How many weeks in a row is he going to attack these guys before something happens? Is this it? Or will they just be with him again next week?
I've heard a rumor that this was to write them off of TV. And if it is, then that's another inch away from, like Jinder being done with. It seems like they're dissolving everything around him.
To me, you've done what you're going to do. I mean, what else are you going to do with it? You can't release him now, though. That's the thing. Like, what are you going to do? Take him back down to the bottom of the card and shit? Like, I don't know what you do with him now that you fucking made him your champion for the better part of a year.
Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, they didn't shy away from AJ being the champ and then going for the U.S. title.
Yeah. But
maybe Jinder Mahal holding the U.S. title is something that they see in the future.
Put the belt on Jinder for the better part of a year to build up, one show in India.
That they had, they had to cancel one of them, so it would be 2 shows.
Yeah. What the fuck? After this, we had the newly named Riot Squad. That's with 2 T's, mind you.
Yes, because
Ruby Riot now has 2 T's.
Well, because Ruby Riot is a series of erotic novels.
Yeah, right.
It took them this long to figure that out.
How did they not know that?
I know, right? I don't know.
Silly.
But Riot calls Riot calls Morgan her little firecracker, and everybody laughs. Then Logan says she came from a family of hunters, and they're bagging 3 top trophies tonight. It's like, you fucking losers. You losers. Like, it's bad enough.
So bad.
It's bad enough that Liv Morgan had to say, "I'm going to pop off like it's 4th of July." It was like, how hard is it, though, to hate Liv Morgan? She's so cute. I don't hate her.
She's fucking hot.
I don't hate her
and
at
Enzo
all.
cheated on that chick, man.
Right?
Oh my god.
And now Tyler Bate is fucking planting his flag into that hole. Gotta
Yeah.
love it. Gotta love it.
God damn it. Yeah, it's the same shit, right? It's like a pale tattooed chick, a fucking blonde broad, and a lesbian. Both shows.
But Ruby Riott is better in every way than Paige. That's the only upside to this.
Oh, she's the best one, but wouldn't it have made sense to, like, well, first off, only do one of these at a time? But Riott and Paige together I could get. And if they have, do they have any other, like, can they find some other tattooed broad who's good? I don't know who else you'd have.
Mercedes Martinez? She's all.
Yeah.
She's too colored, really, to join Ruby Riott and Paige, if that's what you're talking about.
she's too colored. Hashtag she's too colored. Oh my god. No, I know what you're saying. I feel like it needs to be another, like, pale ass
Yeah,
white broad.
exactly. Seamus' sister.
Yeah.
Piper,
Something
or
like
Viper, or Piper Niven. She's pretty white.
Yeah.
She's pretty white.
Yeah.
I feel so bad
chick's-
talking about this. She's pretty white.
No, man, there's something to that. I don't care what I like things to look right. Like a tag team needs to look like a tag team. Even a group, they need to make sense somehow.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying they all have to be the same, but at least like with that one, I feel like it does. They need to be hardcore looking, like kind of punk chicks, or chicks that would fuck you in a fucking dirty bathroom. You know?
Well, now,
Like those two.
though, all three of them I see doing that. I can see Sarah Logan, no matter where she fucks, she was going to be dirty. Because
I think Sarah Logan's fucking hot. To me, she's.
Oh,
like,
I do too, but like that whole.
If I could pick one out of that bunch to bone, I would definitely pick her.
But her being the trapper of the group, you know,
Trapper.
she lives in the woods and shit. So I would imagine that shit's a little dirty. So fucking in a dirty bathroom is like an upgrade. Liv Morgan, though, she's from Jersey, so we all know what they do in Jersey.
She'd just be stoked that there's running water in the bathroom to fucking splash out her fucking vag, you know?
Exactly. And so
you don't have to go fetch it from the whale, Sarah.
And so I don't know. I don't want to know what chicks from Jersey do. And Ruby Riott, she just looks like, I don't know. She'll do some freaky deaky shit.
Lots of people again talking shit. You know, the mainstream fans like.
Oh yeah, she's not hot.
That chick ugly. She looks like. I heard Mr. Bean.
I did
laugh
too.
at that.
I did too. Like, as soon as I heard Mr. Bean, I seen it. But I mean, it's a clever thing to say. But it doesn't matter if she's hot. And the only
for a
reason,
heel, it's a good thing.
yeah, and like I don't know, chicks don't need
Even
to
for
be
a
smoking.
face. Yeah, I thought she was great as a face because she was something different. You know that like.
Well, and she's
young
not
girls
hot.
Who,
She's not hot enough to the point where you hate her for being so hot. You know what I mean?
yeah, I think she's fucking. Dude, those are the guys who are online like talking shit about Ruby Riott's ugly. Like they would cream their jeans if a chick like that fucking grab them by the dick. So get the fuck out of here with that. I think that chick is hot. I'd fucking bang her any
Dude,
day.
since she's grown that hair out, Jesus.
She's pretty hot. Plus, we saw her naked online, some body shots, and she got a fucking tight-ass little body. Anyway, this is a weirdly sexual episode. We're just like typical men, right? So sort of feminists listen to this show, like, they talk about the only thing they talk about with the women wrestlers is which ones they want to fuck. Yeah, it's because we have dicks, motherfucker.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna come on you like nobody's ever come on you before.
yes.
Yeah, in your fucking mouth. No, man, we do hardly have some women listeners, but this is a safe space for men to be men, you know.
Yeah, and women to be men as well, I guess.
If you want.
We like our men manly and our women manly as well.
Yeah, that's why we like Nia Jax so much. Did you see the purported leak of her?
What do you
It
mean?
came out, it's like 2 pictures.
I seen one of like this just lid down
Just
on
this
a
big-
bed. Big ass.
Yeah, like a big brown ass.
I don't believe anything
know.
like that. Like, you know
Well,
what I
that's
mean?
like, this is Nia Jax. Like, is it? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. So basically, what you're saying is this is just a big ass. Okay.
If I had to pick, Just continue being fucking gross pigs. I think that would be like at the top of my list for like leaks that I want to see, just because it's like naked. Versus, I know what a chick like Liv Morgan looks like naked. I've seen 1,000 million fucking little blonde broads naked, right?
Touche.
You know what I'm saying? You know
Yeah.
what that chick looks like naked. You've seen 1,000 chicks like that in porn.
That's true. Jessie Jane or whatever.
Yeah.
They got their
Anyway,
implants.
the Riot Squad are taking on the fucking team here.
Took us a long time.
They
to
work
get here,
Naomi.
eh?
Huh?
Took us a long time to get here.
Oh, it's whatever. It's fun.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Who
Did
cares?
you see how shitty Logan and fucking Morgan threw Naomi into that fucking barricade? Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't believe that she's injured though.
No, I don't either,
Yeah.
but that was like super rough, man.
It was, and it's a shame too because like Sarah Logan's been working for a while.
Yeah, well, it's just, it was over the top, dude. They like put the stairs over her and like, what the fuck? I don't know. Did they just and then they came on, yeah, they had all these like, kayfabe fucking injuries, facial contusions and shit. So what, they write her off too now? So you have one face woman on the show?
I guess.
I mean, she's got to be written off for a couple of weeks here at least.
What do you think
Why not just
happens
let her-
that they like every heel gangs up on Charlotte, and Becky Lynch comes firing back?
I guess. There's nothing compelling women's wrestling wise in this company, and there hasn't been since Bayley and Sasha Banks in NXT for me.
Yeah, I agree.
The last thing that was like you actually gave a fuck about.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and it's not like against those girls. It's nothing against the girls because they have a lot of great ones. Their handling of it is so fucking bad.
Their handling of everything is bad. Everything.
The women's revolution. They changed it. Did you see that? They whitewashed history now.
It's weird. I don't know what's going on. Like
Now it's the evolution.
Like, and now, mind you, there's a case for it, right? Like, they came in, they revolutionized, and now they're evolutioning, or they're evolving from.
No, evolutioning. There's somebody mentioned this week, a listener of the show. I won't out him, but he was like talking to me about some of the shit, like some of the things you say. It just fucking cracks me up.
Decent!
By the way, have you watched any of that new Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah, I finished it. It was alright.
Yeah, fuck it. I loved it.
I hate Sebastian Bach. I could fucking
Yeah.
can't stand it.
Yeah, I don't like Sebastian.
How
Bach
could
either.
anybody hang out? I couldn't hang out with that guy for even 5 minutes, even if he had a bunch of weed. Oh,
Well,
I
man,
hate him.
he'd take me off my buzz.
yeah, that voice is just awful. Yeah, I don't know. The medics come out and take away Naomi, so
Yeah.
maybe she's just off through Christmas. Okay, I don't have anything for you.
What did you think about their entrance? They come out, and they kind of like slowly walk. They get to the ringside. They all pose with their arms on the ring so the camera can get a shot, and then they splinter off. It's just so awkward. Awkward.
You know, I don't have any notes about it, and then I don't remember it. It's like that, not memorable. So
Well, next week, pay attention to their entrance and how awkward it is.
and then they do the pose. They do the same pose that the other ones do. Like, what's happening with this shit?
Maybe they'll come out down the road that they're working together.
Well, that's what everyone is saying, but probably not, dude.
No.
You know, like, because it's
You're probably
WWE.
right.
It's just, it's so weird. They really think that like some people watch one and some people watch the other, because they always try to do that. Like they try to rally you on Raw, like, you know, we're Raw and fuck SmackDown, and it's like the same people watch these. It's not like anyone's like, well, maybe I'm giving too much credit. There probably are
think
people
you
out there
are.
who are like,
I think you are.
who are
giving too much
hashtag
credit.
Team Raw.
I bet you there's a chunk.
God,
I wouldn't
you're
want to
probably
go.
right.
Ooh,
Nice one.
thanks, man.
Oh man, we're just dragging through these shows. I'm sorry. Fashion
That's
Files,
okay.
Sod, anything. I didn't think this was really anything.
No, it's
I
like,
forgot that they were going to do that. It's been like a few weeks. I don't know.
I didn't even realize Saw was going to be it, but as soon as it turned on, I was like, oh, it's Saw. Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know. The Ascension are dead now? Are they poisoned? They're dead?
Something
Hopefully.
like that. I don't know. Oh, I was gonna bring this up. I fell into a pothole. I'm just emerging here. Matt Hardy, when he was, he said he was gonna beat Bray Wyatt and take the demon out of his body. Do you think he beats him and they changed Bray Wyatt a little bit?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Well, it's something Bray Wyatt needs.
He needs something, dude. He needs to be booked to win some shit. Is really what he needs, but...
Well, he won the WWE title, and then they figured he'd wrestle with worms.
Yeah, well...
Fuck.
Yeah, not good. Not good. Orton and Owens, no DQ. Fucking Orton worked that guy over, dude. He worked him over before he put him over. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's
Owens is censored twice for cursing. Which, like, you just get away with that? Is that okay to do?
Well, they're on a time leap, anyways, right? Like it's like a 5-minute delay or something like that.
Well, whatever it is, but still, like, do they encourage that? Or I mean,
doubt
is that
it.
allowed? I don't
I
know.
doubt
It
it's
seems weird.
encouraged, but if they can bleep it out, there's really no harm, no foul.
Yeah, but there's kids like in the front row. You know how G-rated they are about everything now.
Brock Lesnar doesn't give a shit about your kids. You think Vince McMahon does?
Yeah, that's true.
I
that was
guarantee
great
you,
once-
Vince McMahon does not give two flying fucks about any of us, not even the
He
kids.
doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything.
No. He cares
Except
about
for
Vince
Roman
McMahon.
Streamy eyes.
Yeah, exactly. He likes beating off into Roman's eyes, and that's why Roman's eyes were blue for a while, because it was Vince's bioluminescent cum there, just glowing them.
As he was banned from ringside, once they get up to the ramp, Sami Zayn interferes. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, that's clever.
Enjoyed that. Plus, it'll be great next week to hear him all fucking, you know. Oh, but I wasn't at ringside. I was on the ramp. You can clearly see that I was on the ramp.
Fellas, I'm a pacifist. I don't believe in war.
But yeah, Owens gets the win. I was surprised.
Yeah, that's a shocker, hey, to see Owens go over Randy Orton. But now there was a reason, you know. Sami Zayn interfered, smoke and mirrors, right? But they weren't going to have Randy Orton lose clean, though, and that's a no-go.
Yeah, that's true. My last 3 lines of notes were, Owens gets the win, good, fuck Orton, and I didn't hate this show.
It was better than
So,
Raw, that's for sure. Much better than Raw. Besides for like the Fashion Files, the women's match was abysmal. Bludgeon Brothers was okay. Naomi's shit was garbage. Okay, everything else was cool. Rude Corbin, but that's not long enough to bitch about, really.
Yeah. We had NXT. There wasn't much other than that main event which we talked about.
Yes, the Street Profits defeat Tino Sabbatelli and Riddick Moss again.
Again, yeah. Hashtag fuck the Street Profits.
And which I'm seeing. I think the Street Profits might win our worst tag team of the year, maybe, or I don't know.
Oh, come on.
It can't be Tino
Really?
Sabbatelli and Riddick Moss and Tino Sabbatelli, maybe. Who do you think?
That's what I nominated.
Yeah.
That's how I nominated.
Yeah.
If you saw my picks.
They're,
We're doing that. We're getting ready for the SCL End of the Year Awards. So we have the board of elders who have been making their nominations.
yes. And so I think we'll go through it after, I suppose, not on the air. But I need your advice on a couple pieces, and then we'll get this out, and people will be ready to vote by next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, we're still talking about it. Like I said before, I just feel like maybe you guys can get back to us and what you think. But do we really need to vote on worst promotion of the year? I just feel like we all know its impact, so let's just say it's impact.
I agree. And we could treat it as like the Emmys and how like they'll have that achievement award. You know, it's like nobody really votes on it. It's just given to somebody that's really good at their job. And this is just given to who's just the worst.
I implore you all to get behind Sabatelli and Moss as the worst tag team of the year for the year-end awards. Kyrie Sane defeats Peyton Royce, you know? All right.
Yeah.
And then with Riot and DeVille no-holds-barred match next week. What the fuck?
Yeah, Raw versus SmackDown, boys.
Yeah.
I thought Survivor Series is the only place you can see Raw versus SmackDown in the year. Apparently it's NXT as well.
Yeah, they fucking drove that home, didn't they? Other than that, Ring of Honor 323, Silas Young defeats Jonathan Grisham. Not much. War Machine and Addiction had a brawling segment. Did you see the bump that happened on this, or did you not catch this?
I only caught the main event.
Yeah. So the War Machine are coming out for a match. They get attacked by the Addiction. They hurl. Who's the other fucking guy in the Addiction? I always forget his name.
Frankie Kazarian.
There you go. They hurl him into the crowd, and he spike him into the crowd. He hits a plant chick, and she goes down. And then she gets up like she's kind of helped up, and she's got blood coming from her face. And they did a pretty good job. They cut away from it, you know, and stuff. And so the crowd was pretty quiet for it. So they actually kind of got one over there.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty
I like
decent.
that.
But and then you had the main event. There was nothing on this show. A lot of bullshit. A lot of fucking bullshit. What's that guy? Bullshit. It's like a Piper's Pit sort of deal. What's that guy's name?
Oh, the man of color?
Is that his name?
No, I just don't want to come off as a racist, but he's a black guy, right? Caprice Coleman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's got like a preacher fucking thing.
Yeah.
And it's just bad. It's just bad, and it's long. Like this week it was like 10 minutes. I didn't watch it, but it's like, you suck. Stop with this shit.
It's not that good.
But yeah, I don't know. What else did we have? That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it for the week of wrestling. Like I watched House of Hardcore. There was, that was last week though, so fuck them.
Good to see Bull James. I don't know who that dude he was taking on is, but
no idea either. There's another Anoa'i or whatever you call him in House of Hardcore.
Oh really?
Yeah.
God damn it, they're everywhere.
They are everywhere. But yeah, no, it was a decent. I didn't watch all of it, but I mean Matt Cross and Petey Williams is good. The main event was just it was Tommy Dreamer against Joey Mercury in a first blood match. Shane Douglas came out and cost Tommy Dreamer the match. It's like, fuck, man.
Dude, Shane Douglas, man.
They legit threw garbage in the ring. Like, it was full cans.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, and then he starts teasing that him, Magnus, and Joey Mercury be the new triple threat. He starts holding the hand single up. And it's like, fuck, man, seriously?
Yeah, if you watch the show live, it's free on Twitch live. But it's not there available on demand afterwards, so it's fucking stupid.
Oh, that is disappointing.
I'm pretty sure that event was on Twitch when it happened.
It was, yeah.
Okay, it was. And then, it took like fucking until now for it to show up on our source, so that's weird.
Yeah. Well, it was a week after.
That WrestleCade show was on there too, and I was like, I started watching some of it, but the production was such shit that I was like, I'm not watching something this low quality. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to bring it up before, but Bob Cottle was so passionate. When it comes to WrestleCade, I don't really see anything wrong with WWE running next to it because WrestleCade, in my opinion, looks horrible. Like, that card didn't even look good.
Well, it's that, but it's also like the place to meet old wrestlers. I don't think there's anywhere other than maybe WrestleCon where you can like meet so many old guys from fucking wrestling and all that shit. So, I mean, it's a big thing. It'd be cool to go to.
But like, wouldn't it? I would imagine that it would make it more more popular if WWE was in town that week. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know, it would drive more people there because they're going to WWE, and then they find out, oh, there's a bunch of old wrestlers over here. Let's go over here.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
But now it is pretty cuntish now, though, to run your Starrcade event next to WrestleCade. They went out of their way to make it look cunty.
Oh, yeah. What's coming up on the fucking Federation, sir?
Well, we had the ROH Final Battle came out last week, and then I think next weekend will be Royal Rumble 2004. That's the one where nobody won that Royal Rumble? Or at least if you look back in history, nobody won that Royal Rumble?
Oh, Redacted won the
Royal Rumble, yep.
Oh, man. That's fun.
So we'll see what's going on there, and I'm sure that'll be a fun episode to talk about.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Fertile ground. Yeah, definitely. If you listen to this show and you enjoy it, definitely check out the Federation, mofudge.com, and everywhere else. Good stuff. We still have Starrcade 97 coming up here later on this month for pay-per-view Take 2, myself and Jared. Be getting into that. That's coming up. Shout-outs.
Wait, before you go to shout-outs, I had a field day when you guys posted a picture of Starrcade up on Twitter, and somebody wrote under it, finally, good wrestling. And it's like, boy, you really don't know what this show is all about, do you, bud? The main event is far from good wrestling. The main event.
You also don't understand what pay-per-view Take 2 is, right? That we watch the worst pay-per-views of all time.
And rebook them and make them good wrestling.
Yeah, which I fucking deplore. There's no one else is doing that shit. I feel like we're the only show who does that part of it.
Yeah, I think so too.
A little niche. So that's coming up. But yeah, shout outs just to wrestling podcasts that we like. Shooting the Shiznit, The Strap, Sat Pod. You're looking for other wrestling podcasts. What else am I missing? Shooting the Shiznit. Definitely check out those shows. Wrestling Soup, of course. Those are all good things. YouTube. Things that I like. I noticed this week, man. World Famous Flea Market. I want to give a shout out to those guys. I've loved that channel and I've been a big fan of it for a long time. But I feel like a lot of people aren't aware of it, man. You look at their reviews and their Twitter followers and shit. Like, not a lot of people are watching the flea market.
I didn't know
awesome.
This thing. I've heard
You've never seen World Famous Flea Market?
No, never.
Oh my god, it's amazing. So basically, it's these two dudes, Ross I'm Drunk, Vegas, and fucking Hot Johnny August. They do commentary over awful fucking wrestling matches they find on YouTube, and it's beautiful, dude. It's fucking beautiful.
That does sound.
Everyone
great.
needs to check those guys out. Hit them up. I've never even really talked to the guys because they're really not active on Twitter and shit. Maybe that's why they're, not as. I just feel like it's awesome, and I think it's weird that like not a lot of people check them out. So check them out. Wrestling Shorts, Showbuckle. Dude put out a good video recently about how they build fucking guys from the
Young Lions.
System.
Beautiful video.
What a good video too.
Yeah, I watched it last night. It's really good. Like that guy.
That guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jim. Get that guy on the show.
He's another guy who's like never on Twitter, and I would like help. I mean, not like I expect anything, but I'll like help them out, retweet their shit, and But the dude's like never. I don't think I've even like heard from the dude. Message. Somebody just like shared our shit and was like, "Hey, we like this. You guys should check it out." I'd message him and be like, "Hey, man, that's awesome. Thanks."
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I'm the same way.
Whatever. Flat Rock Wrestling on YouTube also. He does good shit. It's basically like What Culture's kind of ish, but not fucking cunty and British.
Not Adam Blampede.
Yeah, exactly. That's also worth checking out. Yeah. What else is there on the YouTube? You watch wrestling shit, of course. Botchamania.
Well, yeah. I don't watch that on YouTube though, because fuck that in-screen shit.
Watch that Daily Motion, right?
Exactly. But no, I don't know. There's not a lot of wrestling stuff I really do on YouTube, other than like there's a wrestling channel, Parizu 87 or something like that, that just do random Japanese matches. I really like that one. You know, CMLL on YouTube is pretty dope sometimes. But yeah.
Good shit there. Do our fucking Twitter shout-outs, I guess, huh?
Well, I mean, might as well. Can you hear it?
I sure do.
There you go.
Let's see here. How good is this song?
It's. I mean, I would never expect it to be a song that you'd like.
I'm just wasting time while I load it up. Okay! That's our podcast. Give yourself a shout out by retweeting our pinned episode on Twitter. Help us out. Help us get more listeners and, take over the entire world of wrestling podcasting. So shout outs to the Cinnabud podcast. Ty Loney, like I said earlier, thanks for buying a shirt this week, buddy. Jumpin' Jeremy Foltz. Our friend Jared, my co-host of Pay-Per-View Take 2. Keith Martin, The Strap. Geeks, Marks, Nerds. Viva La JD. Tremaine Lastly. So Divine. Lance Levine.
I love that name.
AC. Yeah, I just gave it to him. I just made it up for him. I think it's great. AC Patty. JC Sterling. Nameless. That's a good way to use her shout out. Nameless. Chili McFreeze Dudley. That's fucking great, man.
Is that
is good.
Would that be the Tom Zink Dudley change his name to Chili McFreeze Dudley, or is this somebody different?
No, I don't know. I think it's like a Frost McFang kind of a thing.
Oh, okay.
Is at Roman Drapes, which is a reference to Wrestling Soup, our homies over there. They have like Roman Drapes and Eli Drapes, which are those the drapes that you fucking block off areas with. Wayne G, Well Kept and Unclean comedy podcast. Of course, The Federation. Sat Pod, B Schwing 22. Bum Wine. That's the Bum Pod. That's where they fucking review bum wine and 40s malt liquor and shit on the podcast. Also,
it's a thankless job.
At the Alex Grays, Jay Orduna, EMZT Productions, Caleb Morganfield, and of Arturo Hernandez. We got a lot of retweets this week, so.
We had this song is halfway over.
Yeah, right. So, shout out to you guys. Thank you very much. We just I like the sense of community we have on this show. I think we give more shout outs to people than probably anybody else does.
We're
shout outs
fine,
for
gentlemen.
all. Yeah. Well, without like the people who listen, like you can't even not to get a fucking emo on you, but like the fact that like somebody listens to shit every week and like they enjoy it and that they would buy a T-shirt that has that's influenced by this show, that has a design of this show. That's fucking crazy to me. So
I agree.
That's awesome. That people are like in their everyday life out rocking a shirt that's like, oh yeah, this is a wrestling podcast. They're like, that's fucking dope of you. So
yeah, like when you wear a Suplex City Limits T-shirt and you go out, if somebody goes and is like Googles that and listens to it, they might think there's something wrong with you because we're vile.
Let me note too that the two shirts we sold this week, I'm pretty sure were both the King of Bong style shirts.
Well, I mean, come on, right? Even in Canada, we got like 6 months before it's completely legal in Canada, so woohoo. Wear it loud and wear it proud, motherfucker.
Next week, we'll be back. We'll get high as fuck again and talk shit. We got working toward the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. That's going to be fucking good. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, Final Battle's going to be pretty dope. I can't wait. Was it Cody and Dalton?
Yeah, Cody and Dalton. You also got the Hung Bucks, which is fucking Young Bucks with Paige. That's what they're going by. It's awesome.
Oh, fuck. Because Adam Page is supposedly hung as fuck.
Well, he's the Hangman.
Well, yeah, but the Elite, though, they're always talking about how his dick is so big.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of good matches on there. Looking forward to it. WWE, we don't have any. A couple weeks. When the fuck is Clash of Champions?
Let me check my calendar. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, nothing really exciting there. So yeah, we're just getting that. Like that's why we're gonna do that end of the year awards show, because there's not really anything to talk about right now.
No, like the week that Christmas falls on, do you really think live Raw and live SmackDown's going to be good? No.
Raw's gonna be live on Christmas.
Right, so like, it's not going to be good.
I'm gonna watch it too, not live probably, but I have nothing. Every year I have nothing to do on Christmas. My mother does Christmas Eve, and then I have Christmas Day to just do whatever, hang out with the chick. We just gotta do our own things. So.
Yeah. Do you remember when Alberto Del Rio ran over Santa?
Oh God, no.
This is like Mick Foley with Santa or something. Alberto Del Rio ran him over in his car. But like, I would imagine it's gonna be stuff like that.
It's gonna be hokey as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad news. So yeah, but come back next week. That's our sell for next week. There's nothing really going on. Even Final Battle's a week off, or not? We'll be previewing it next week.
I don't know.
I guess we would be.
Sure. And then, but the week after that or something will be like World Tag League Finals.
Oh yeah.
So
Wrestle Kingdom's coming up.
Yeah. Oh, can't wait.
I'm gonna try to do it live this year. I think.
I don't think I'll be able to, because I mean.
Is it Saturday? Is it like Saturday night here, or is it Sunday night?
No, I think it's I thought it was like a Tuesday or something.
Oh right, it's just any old fucking day.
It's January 4th.
Is a Monday. The first is a Monday, so it's like a Thursday.
If January 4th is our Thursday, then we'll be able to watch it like when we wake up Thursday. Because January 4th is the day before, right? When it's January 3rd here, it's the 4th over there.
So eventually we're going to get to a point where it's going to be on like a Friday or a Saturday.
At some point in time, yeah. One of these years. I seen it.
Coming up.
Wrestle Kingdom 9, I think I watched live.
Yeah. Friday night or a Saturday night, that's one thing. I can maybe pull it off, but fucking Wednesday? Fuck no.
Man, you get me a good fucking weed nap in the evening time, I can do it.
I gotta go to work. I gotta work at like fucking 8 in the morning. I can't stay up till 5 watching Wrestle Kingdom.
Well, I mean on a Saturday.
Oh, yeah, right. There you go. Pull that off. All right. Well, this ending's long as fuck. I don't know. I apologize. Do you have anything else before we go? Oh, dude, check out our Facebook page. Got a Hall of Fame under the album section. The most prestigious Hall of Fame in all of podcasting. We are up to almost as many inductees as episodes.
Which is the goal.
Which, well, I'm trying to catch up so I can do a new one every week. So if you check that out, if you have some of the people you want to see in there, let me know. Not Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan though. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, you go fuck
we have
yourself.
135 people in our Hall of Fame. No Ultimate Warrior, no Hulk Hogan. Who else is like a big name that's not in there?
Sting? You guys didn't put Sting in.
No, Sting's in there.
Oh, okay.
Sting's in.
No
No Kevin Nash, no Scott Hall.
Well, I mean.
No Lex Luger. I don't remember who else. No Triple
Lex
H.
Luger's not in anybody's Hall of Fame.
Yeah. No Triple H, no John Cena. Finally put The Undertaker in there.
Finally put The Undertaker. You'll
Under
put
the
John
agreement
Cena
that
in there in a couple of years.
Fuck no.
Yes, you will.
It's cunty like that. It's a cunty fucking Hall of Fame where I don't have to put anybody I don't want to put in there.
Fuck no.
How's ever put an Ultimate Warrior in the Hall of Fame?
You mean the wrestler that sold more than any wrestler for like the last 10 years? No, fuck him.
Fuck him, dude. Maybe after he retires and fucks off, then.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. If he's gone and we haven't seen him, he hasn't wrestled, and he's definitely not coming back, then I'll consider it. I would not know.
Oh, when he becomes a big comedy star.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So, fuck it. That's it.
And we're back.
We're back.
Another 3 hours of SCL.
Exactly. We're back for hour 3. No, fuck that. That's it.
Leave my house.
Got anything else?
No, I got all of my shit out of my system.
All right, well, that's kind of the point of this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
As
Exactly.
always, we thank you very much for listening. Until next week, so may you all, as always, get all of the dick and or pussy you desire. Remember, a winner is you. And as always, be excellent to one another. We'll see you next week.
Gutter trash.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Let's go.
All right, that's cool. Final round. Go for it.
Let's go.
You win. Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of the street fighter. Well, I got to prepare for battle.
Let's fight like gentlemen.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Gutter trash.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Let's go. Let's go. Gutter
You
trash.
win. Now, find a new rival. Welcome to the world of the street fighter. Yeah. I'm waiting here for battle.
Let's fight like gentlemen.
Prepare to strike. Now.